Hello everyone, we are back with Tales from the Old Haunt and the Price of Beauty adventure. I will now turn it over to Yella to recap what happened last time. Oh, wait. There's one button I always forget to press. My apologies. Try again.
Okay. Is everything okay now? Can I talk?
Yes.
So last time we started off in the spa where Hibara and Barakas were going down into the depths to talk to it's not a nymph. She was what's the official name of the thing that was in the hot tub? I forget.
Naiad.
Naiad. That's it. So they were talking to a Naiad. Learned the Naiad was connected to the old actual owner and was tied to the pool. After which Clue talked to the informant we had, who mentioned that this place was most likely being controlled by a coven, at which point have a pretty good guess who the hags are. After which we start coming up with a plan. We had a discussion about what to do. After which a couple of us went to talk with the kobold servant, who turned out to be a tiefling that was also transformed, who also hired us to deal with the hags. Then Clue realized he probably shouldn't be eating or drinking things here, and remember the things that he did actually drink and eat. And this upset him a bit. After which, what happened again? Because I know it ended with us, all standing around Clue as he had that existential crisis about him thinking he ate a person. But I think some stuff happened in between that I'm missing right now.
Mara ordered a steak and Perry ordered a martini.
Oh yeah, because Mara wanted a knife and Perry wanted a toothpick. I think for picking locks, although I mean, I guess he's good at picking locks, so maybe he can do it with a toothpick. But
yeah, Clue also had made a connection with
yeah,
Ilmar.
The Dusk, as it's going.
Dusk, yeah,
also
Dusk.
Gonna.
We'll just call him Dusk. Yeah.
Who's also gonna get him some lockpicking tools to get these chests open so they can get their equipment.
Mm-hmm. I'm trying to think.
Yeah, then we went into the woods for a bit and we had a chat there, came up with a plan to lure the hack that does the calisthenics, whose name I've forgotten, and challenge her to a foot race, get her into the woods where we can just kind of shank her.
Azira is Irsa. AZISSA. So is Irsa is the sporty spice. We'll call her Sporty Spice.
Yep.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know what we're gonna call the other two then, because I don't know if they have a direct Spice Girl connection. But
I guess it could be like Pale Spice and Doggy Spice.
What? Doggy Spice sounds
what?
Wrong.
I was gonna go with Posh for the pretty one.
Okay, yes, yeah, Posh Spice. Here, I'll put the pictures up so y'all can remind yourselves. You can brainstorm some spice.
How about we go with
Girl.
Scary Spice for the one with the dog?
Yeah.
How does that sound?
The one with the over her eyes? Yes.
Green gets Scary Spice.
Okay.
Blue gets
we
Posh.
could also just refer to them by color. You know, red, green, and blue. The original 3 Pokemons.
We could also do that. That sounds fine.
All right, whatever you guys, whatever y'all want, I should say. All right. And oh yes, so you had a lead on the thing. You made friends with the Medusa, also.
Mm-hmm.
I think that was. Oh, and yes, Clue has consumed Beholder's tears, which were the poison that were making him ill. I think that was
I
it.
mean, I feel like it's mostly the realization that was making him ill, but
Yes. You also learned the process by which the hags bring about their curse, which is to bring someone in and do a painting for them, at
Mhm.
which time the curse, they are bound to the curse. And you also, Thelvar rolled high to know that it's going to take something besides normal means, like just burning it to break the magic spell, and something that three hags have woven, like put together as a physical manifestation of the
Mhm.
curse.
like a bunch of stabbing. Which generally, I mean, if you just put enough elbow grease in it, it tends to solve most things.
Right. And I think that's, and Javi tried very hard to herd cats. I think that should be noted in the record.
Yes, it is. It is noted and it is appreciated.
Yeah.
No matter how hard it did not work.
Mhm.
I mean, he did get us all in one room at one point,
All right. Yeah. So
And
you
then-
are, yes, true. Yep.
and then Habar decided to molest Mara's freaking steak. All she wanted was the steak, and freaking Habar's like, "Ooh, steak! Stop! We gotta pretend to eat it."
She wanted to know if it was like a baby or something.
Oh my god.
All right. So you all are in the woods. Oh gosh, I want Saith. That's how you pronounce his name. You've kind of left behind the physical building of the spa at this point, and also Glitter is no longer with you. So I'll move Glitter off, but the rest of you are there, except for Mara, who's left. So yes, I'll turn it over for you guys to have a conversation, and I will mute myself.
So, I mean, I guess I'll reiterate the plan already put in Discord. The plan is to, split up into 3 teams of 2. Team Hibara pair will be mostly focused on getting our equipment out of those chests and into the woods where we can actually, put them on and start using them. Then Team Thelvar and Barakas will be focused on keeping track of the other 2 hags and the tower to make sure nothing moves over there when it shouldn't. And if people are distracted, they can, or at the very least, Thelvar can try to miss his step in there and maybe see if he can do something about the paintings. While Barakas has lookout. And Mara and Clue will try and convince the targets to go into the foot race and then essentially lead them towards Hibara and Perry in an attempt to, shank a witch. And that's the plan I came up with. Well, does anybody have any comments or remarks?
I think we
Questions?
should assist Mara with magic.
I mean, I have magic and I can assist Mara. Do
Well,
you mean
can't
like
make
with
Mara
the running,
go
or-
faster? Yeah, with the running.
I mean, doesn't actually matter if she, wins the race. You just
Well, What
get her
what
into
if
the woods.
what if the witch lady is also using magic and she runs all the way through and then she just completes the whole thing and we don't
I
get her?
mean, that's why you have an ambush with like people already there, especially Barry and you.
But wouldn't it be better for Mara to also be there?
I mean, me and Mara are also gonna be there, but hopefully she isn't so fucking fast that she can literally be 2 turns in front of her.
Well, that's my point. You don't know how fast she is, do you?
I mean, I don't. Fair
So we
enough.
should take every advantage.
Okay, if you are sure she won't notice the magic on Mara and think it's weird,
Well, I
I'm
can't
okay
make
with
any
that plan.
promises about that. I don't know if she has like magic eyes.
Delvar, you know about hags. Do they have magic eyes?
I don't believe so. No.
You want to
Okay.
roll Arcana?
Okay. Arcana.
You've heard of magic eyes. You're not entirely sure. Like you can't quite remember if hags use them or not. let's see. Why don't you roll Arcana again to see if you can remember what a magic eye is for separate from whether, yeah, okay.
I would say that this is probably. I would suggest that it might be more accurate to roll just straight intelligence to try and deduce what the hell Habara means by magic eye. But
I mean, some way
Yeah.
to detect magic would be
Yeah.
obvious from context.
Well, I
Yeah,
mean,
innate
Thelvar-
spellcasting to
like,
cast detect magic. Yeah.
Well, actually, well, I mean, I don't know. I guess I kind of thought Thelvar would be able to figure it out. It's not that. What it is instead is a magic eye. I have to look it up. It allows the wearer. It basically functions as like a seeing thing, and it allows the person wearing it to be like a spy, so other people can connect to it and listen to conversations and hear what's going on.
Hmm.
It's actually not a magic eye. The phrase is, I think it's a hag's eye. But I might be wrong. Hold on. I have to actually look this up.
Mm.
But you guys can go ahead. I will come back
Yeah.
after I find it.
yeah, as far as I know, they don't have anything like true sight or anything like that.
Well, in that case, I mean, how long does your long stride? I assume that's what you're gonna use last, Hibara.
An hour. That should be more
That
than
should
enough
be-
time.
Yeah, should be fine.
God damn it. You know, I see it once and then it's inside 15 different pages. And I can't remember what page it's on or what paragraph it's in. So I'm going to do a quick search here. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Temple of the Restful Lily. Can I do an F
So-
search here?
We're doing the race tomorrow, and Perry and I are picking the locks tonight.
I mean, yeah, we're gonna need to, have those locks picked and have our equipment in the woods somewhere safe before we actually start this stuff.
So
I
we
mean,
should
we can-
take the stuff and put it in the woods then after we get it out of the box.
Yep, and then hide them somewhere so you can grab them tomorrow and put them in a place where it's more convenient for us to grab it and stab things on the day
Okay.
itself.
Well, what about Thelvar and Baracus' stuff? Do we
I
just
mean-
leave it there?
Well, I guess we need to. Well, we probably want to take it and hide it somewhere. I mean, I guess in the old temple or something, so they can grab it for when shit starts going south. Well, they don't need it in the woods; they need it closer to the tower.
Yeah,
also,
shouldn't we
we
just
have to-
unlock
I have to
them?
warn my friend who's become a Medusa to join us. So yeah, that's good. Actually,
Yeah, the problem is we don't know exactly the level of security around her, so we probably don't want to get her out of there until they're already aware. She
Until
can,
one of them's dead, right?
I mean, dead, or at the very least, the others are aware that there's a fight going on. She can join us for the raid on the tower, not, get out and risk alarming them before we get stabby.
All right, I have a ruling.
Hmm?
I have a ruling on the earlier roll. So I'm going to interpret the first one, your lower roll, as you not remembering seeing anything that you noticed that looks like, but on your 27 is you remembering, yes, there are such things as hag's eyes. And a coven can craft a magical item called a hag's eye that allows a minion to, if they're wearing it, the hags can take an action and use it to observe what that person has seen, is seeing and saying. All right, and you don't remember seeing an obvious hag's eye on anybody, but anybody you talked to could have been wearing something that was actually a hag's eye at some point. So if you, yeah, I'll just say that that's what I'll interpret your roles as that.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I will relay that to Habara, but that's not what Habara was really asking. She was more asking about true sight, I believe. Yes?
Yeah, but Magic Eye sounds like Haggai, and it reminded me. So I'm going to say it also.
Mhm.
It's something in Belvar's memory went when a Magic Eye, like a little pin, you know, not special power eye.
Mm-hmm. Fair enough. We've lost Habara briefly. Hopefully, I'll be able to get back in quickly.
What?
Ah,
Ding dong.
And
Yeah. Now we are all just being quiet. Oh, Zoom crashed. Oh no.
She appears to be back, but I can't hear him. So
well, I don't know because they were
I
in
haven't said anything
twice.
Yeah,
There we
they're
go.
in twice.
yay!
Okay, so y'all wanna? Sorry, I interrupted your
Mhm.
planning in the woods in the dark.
Yeah. So I mean, Brooke Dunn also needs to see when, because I mean, Gasperi does have the toothpick, but maybe get the better lockpicks from Dusk to see if we can get these chests open and start moving the material out for tomorrow. I mean, do we want to try and convince her to do this the day of, or do we want to go talk to? I mean, I guess she does this calisthenics in the morning, so that's probably the best moment to get her. I think what other setup do we need? I mean, we're gonna need to know where the other two hags are. That's definitely an on the day thing. For the rest, Perry's gonna need to set up his psychic link so we can, communicate properly. And I don't think there's much else we need to do. I mean, unless you guys remember something. Gonna take it as a no, I guess.
No, can't think of anything.
Since a lot of the plan was created in the Discord when Javi wasn't there,
Mhm.
Javi, are you okay with this plan?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. All right. Just wanted to check.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, if y'all have your plan, you make it out in the woods and organize yourselves. What would you like to do after you finish all your conspiracy stuff? Conspiring.
I mean, guess Clue's gonna check in with Dusk and suddenly try to suddenly talk to him about, whether or not those lockpicks are available.
Okay. All right. So are y'all heading back then to the main temple itself?
Mm-hmm.
well, Perry's
Yeah,
got to go have
they'll-
his martini.
Char's gonna have a nap in Perry's room.
And Belhar would have to go back to his room anyway.
Yep. Yep. Saith sees you and they kind of like bring you, like just sort of waves you through, from the double doors here into the guest area here.
Mm.
So Glitter is standing also next to Saith. And I'm going to have everyone who walks past Saith and Glitter go ahead and do me a perception check.
I mean, I assume my passive 24 doesn't save me from that check.
No, I'll let you. Now that you're kind of aware of it,
Mhm.
I'll call it your 24.
Oh, Perry
Is
got
that your-
20.
Yeah, and is Hibara? Did you get a 25?
That is correct.
Wow.
Nice.
Okay. Okay. So as you're walking through Hibara, Perry, and Clue, you now that you've been told about this object, you notice that none of the staff are have ever worn any kind of jewelry. They just have these sort of like white cloth uniforms, like they're meant to be in a spa, so very clean and whatever else. Saith, however, wears a suit, and he wears on his suit, it looks like a sort of like a pin with a tiger's eye pinned to his collar.
Mhm.
But Delvar doesn't know that yet, unless Delvar's told. But yes, the three of you do notice that. Perry, yes, Glitter's waiting with your martini, and so offers it to you. And you see Dusk sat down over here, sort of like by the windows, at the bottom of the area. If you wanted to go and talk to them, him.
He's just gonna go up to him and start in undercommon. Hey, how's it going?
Yeah, everything is going fine. There was you all created quite a stir in the back room, but by tomorrow breakfast, I think I should be able to have an excuse to go into the supplies room and other places, get permission to adjust one of my massage tables. I think I can probably pick up a couple extra things while I'm in there and give them to you at breakfast.
That's good. That's good. Oh, well, guess it won't be breakfast I'm eating at this point, but...
Yeah, I bring things from home.
Yeah, that turned out to be, very smart idea. Well, hopefully tomorrow we get the stuff sorted and I can eat some food that's not dosed with whatever the fuck they use for planning to dose shit with tomorrow.
That's all right. Well, I'm heading back to Waterdeep for the night, so I will see you in the morning. And he stands and gives you a nod, and he's going to wander off and take the quarter-mile walk back to the doorway to the Waterdeep office. Yeah.
Want to go back to Mara because Mara wasn't involved in any of that.
Oh yeah, what's Mara up to?
So after Mara walked off, muttering to herself about Habara molesting a snake, Mara looks around, finds a quiet place to sit under a tree, and is cutting the steak up into little pieces, and instead of taking it and eating it, she's not casually knocking pieces of the steak off her plate onto the floor.
Okay.
And so
onto the ground.
Yeah.
The grass.
So it looks like she's eating, but like kids eating peas. The peas end up off the plate.
Okay.
And eventually she's like, okay, cool. Pockets the knife and just walks off and deposits the plate somewhere. Just kind of walks back and puts the plate in a place where someone can pick it up.
Okay, on the corner of the bar or whatever.
Yeah, and then walks off. So now Mara has a knife.
Okay, Mara has a knife. You can basically use the dagger for the stats.
Exactly. That was the reason Mara did that. Frickin' wasn't gonna actually eat it. Jesus.
Okay, you've got a steak knife.
Yeah.
And then, does anyone else want to do anything before bed?
Isn't that Harry and Habara's nice time?
I didn't understand that.
Aren't we sneaking around and doing stuff before going to bed?
I mean, ideally, although we don't have the lockpicks until morning, but if we can improvise something, he can try and see if he can get his locks open during the day or now. Yeah, I mean, if you think he can actually do with a toothpick, he's free to try. But we won't have decent tools until morning.
Oh, until Perry gets hold of his.
Yeah, you have your martini, and there are 2 toothpicks. But you've been out in the woods for a while, so they've been soaking in water or liquid this whole time. They're a little damp.
Damp and bendy, great for lockpicks.
Only half of them.
I'm sure Habara could dry them out quickly. Which is a
Right.
point, by the way. Are the Mephits aware that they're not in Waterdeep and thus don't need to come out when setting fires? Asking that
That's a good-
of
Yeah.
Curly.
I need to have a think about that for a quick second. So continue on with your day, and I will get back to you. I'm thinking now.
Is it cool if my character hangs out through all of the green areas and looks for more possible mushrooms and stuff to
Yeah.
their
Well,
spores?
give me a nature check.
Yep. Nature, where are you?
This is
Hmm,
before you go back into the spa. When you're still out in the woods itself.
There you go.
Yeah, well, out here, it's not, it's not as managed. It's not, they haven't cultivated it to have a certain aesthetic. So yeah, there are plenty of naturally growing mushrooms of a wide variety out here that you can very easily find.
So let's gather some spores. I just need the spores, not even the mushrooms
Sure.
themselves, right? For
Consider
spells.
your, consider yourself topped up.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Right.
Okay.
Thalvard's gonna have Aloysius summoned from the pocket dimension back as an owl, and is going to let him out via Clue's window, and he's gonna go perch on top of the tower and just stay there overnight so they can keep track of where the hags are.
Isn't that
who's
Mara's
come
room?
this one here that Clue's in.
Yeah, isn't that Mara's room?
thought
Yeah, I mean,
Mara took
Clue's
this
just
as-
in
Yeah,
that
Clue went into
temporarily.
Mara's room.
Oh.
Clue, get
Okay,
out of my
Just,
room.
I was writing my jokes down.
There we go.
Okay,
Oh,
let out through Mara's window.
yeah. Okay. Mara's window. The DM's ruling is when Habara does something on fire, you're going to find out. But now I'm prepared, so I know. So thank you for the question, and we'll see what happens when that happens. Right. So let's see. What is Aloysius doing in particular? Is Aloysius just going to sit in a tree branch, fly around? What is Aloysius doing?
Aloysius
Aloysius.
was. Let's look at the lay of the land. Yeah, I suppose they can park themselves in this tree here.
Mhm.
So they've got a nice clear view of the entrance to the tower so they can keep track of when the hags go in, when they come out.
Okay. All right. So I'm not going to make Aloysius roll perception in the dark. Come on. So what happens is at a certain point in the evening, Saith and all three of the hags who've been they spent their entire day in the complex. They didn't leave the complex. And the four of them walk to the door. There's a conversation. The three hags go in their door, and then Saith walks around to go into his door. After they are all sort of in the tower for the night, all of the kind of like official lights go out. There are still like safety lights and whatever else, but everything else, like the pool area is shut down now, the garden lights are off. It's like 10 o'clock in the evening, shall we say.
Mhm.
And so when people go to bed, like the bar will stay open later, but that is kind of about the bar and a little bit of the kitchen. The rest of it, kind of everyone gets tucked in for the night. All the guests, there are still some guests filing about, but other than getting drinks from the bar, they're not really doing anything else. So yes, that is what Aloysius sees, is that the three hags travel together from that part of the building to the other. And I'm trying to find, I say glitter, I'm missing a hag, but I don't know, I'll find her eventually somewhere on the sheet. Ah, yes,
In the
there she
dining
is.
room.
Yeah, she's in the
With her
dining
dog.
room.
With
Yeah,
the
she was-
hellhound.
yes, the hellhound, or with the doggy, sorry. Code, yes. With the dog comes too, obviously. So yeah,
Mhm.
Morty also accompanies them at all, is right by Sporty Spice, or Scary Spice's side. Let's see. Clue, roll me a roll me a let me try to think. Actually, you go to bed that night, Clue.
Mhm.
If we're just gonna fast forward to that.
Mhm.
As you're
Wait,
dreaming.
Sib,
Yes,
were you
hold on.
going to try?
Oh, sorry. Yes, Sib,
Oh,
we were
yeah.
going to talk about.
Penny's going to drink the martini and then put the two toothpicks out to dry. And since
Okay.
Hibara's there, he's not really going to say anything. He's just going to let Hibara do whatever Hibara does.
You just lay in on the other bed, looking at the ceiling, waiting for you to be done with whatever you're doing. Not really paying attention to you.
Another unfamiliar ceiling.
Yep.
And I know at least you get the reference.
Was that Evangelion?
Yes,
It
that was
was.
Evangelion.
I should have known that reference. R&D would be very disappointed in me.
Speaking of references, I'm just going to step in and say, Clue, ever since you put that Gallivant thing in the Discord, I've been on like a Gallivant tear. I went and I bought season 2. I'm not at all illegally downloading season 1 because I can't find it for purchase anywhere. And I'm singing the songs in my head. So, and like one, thank you, but
not have
also fuck
Hulu?
you.
Yeah, I get that.
Gallivant, blah, 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 blah.
Christy, do you not have
Gallivant.
Hulu?
No, not in
Hulu's-
Germany. Not in
Hulu's
Germany.
not a thing outside of North America.
Well,
Yes.
anyone can get it.
Well, I don't know. It was a subscription service because
Yeah, it's a subscription service.
yeah. Like
Do you need a password? Do you need passwords?
Because
I
all of
have
Gallivant is
passwords.
on Hulu.
Okay. Well, yeah. Hey, hit me up in the Discord, and
let's not
let me know.
discuss that live on air.
Yes. Yeah. But
Oh, who cares? It's linked to Disney at this point, and Disney gives me all the things.
and I have Disney Plus, but in Germany I can't get Gallivant.
They have all of the dough in the world. You know, paying stuff is for rich people.
Oh no,
Wow.
Abby.
You're roboting.
No, I
don't
was
know.
saying that they have all the money in the world. That paying for stuff is for rich people.
Well, no,
Ah.
yeah. Well, we all know that. But we were talking about your audio.
Yeah. Do you have any other
Mhm.
programs running right now? You might want to just shut them down because you're roboting, so it's a little bit difficult.
Yeah,
to
my
understand.
connection is a bit
Oh,
wobbly.
okay. It's
I'm
better now.
gonna try and restart it.
No,
Yes.
we can hear you. Well, I mean, we can hear you fine now. You sound
Yeah.
perfect now.
But for,
Yeah,
but
it's
for a
something
while,
to do with the connection,
yeah,
Oh,
for a
okay.
while you were definitely Cyber Harvey.
which
You
know
could have
not a
been in
bad
Doctor
thing in
Who.
the right circumstances. Yeah, exterminate.
Perry, how long are you gonna wait to for the toothpicks to dry?
I think Perry will have a nap or just go to sleep for the night and then sort it out in the early morning.
Okay, all right. So Perry's going to sleep. Does anyone else need to do anything before bedtime?
No.
No.
After Perry
Alright.
goes to sleep, Kamara will just look at him,
Okay,
and then she'll leave
okay. Where is Hibara going?
back to her room. Thought
Okay.
Perry was gonna. She thought we were doing it tonight, but I guess not.
Nope.
So then she's going to sleep, aka change her spells.
Okay, yep, that's fine. So, first, clue. You doze off, you go to the land of Nod. You start having the worst nightmares. Not even like nightmares where you're being chased by an enemy. Nightmares of you are in a dystopic metagame level far realm Lovecraftian horror of things that every time you sort of like move your mind's eye in your dream, you're met with something monstrous that you wouldn't even have been able to imagine. So I'm going to need you to roll me a wisdom saving throw.
11. Woo.
Yes.
I'm fucked.
Yeah, you wake up with one level of exhaustion. The dreams
Oh.
wrecked you, freaking wrecked you. You could not, like, you kept waking up and falling back into sleep. It was sleep paralysis sometimes. It was awful. Awful.
Ah.
Is he
Oh,
not favoured by
ability
the
check.
gods, that?
Oh, actually, good point. I have favorite fighting gods. I can actually do
should.
something about it.
Good. I would
Uh,
highly recommend it.
I'm gonna favorite fighting gods because I'm having a long rest anyway.
All right, so it's a plus. That adds 5.
16.
Plus 5,
Yep.
yeah, so
Okay,
16.
all right, that's by 1. Yep, you make it this time. Yeah, you had terrible dreams. But you felt like you didn't sleep, but at least it didn't take a physical toll on
Yay!
you. And let's see. Next
Well,
up.
Hana,
Oh,
you shouldn't have said anything. It would have been funnier this way.
except Hibara, you go into you're gonna trance in the evening. I
Yeah,
take it overnight.
that was the quotations around sleep.
Yes. So while you are in your trance, you hear a voice because in your trance, if I remember correctly, you're sitting in the branches of a tree looking out over nature when you trance.
Well, I mean, it's just anywhere. So
Uh-huh.
currently it's on a bed. Just
Okay, but
there.
in your mind, where are you? When
Probably on
you-
the edge of a volcano.
A void of just like iridescent psychedelic changing colors.
Ah, all right. Okay. So while you're in this sort of 1960s trippy very Jefferson aircraft, before they were StarCraft.
Exactly what I'm going for.
I smell what you're cooking.
Dear Lord, help us all.
You hear a voice. Bari. Bari. And it almost sounds familiar.
Good familiar or bad
Bari.
familiar?
Roll me. Let's see. Roll me an intelligence check. Long time ago. It reminds you of a long time ago, but somehow you can't. It doesn't like you both recognize it, but don't know why you recognize it. It's a very light voice. Very.
What's the emotion it causes? Positive emotion, or like, is it a wistful melancholy remembering, or is it like a sad times remembering? What's the emotion?
The emotion is
Or just like nostalgia of remembering?
yes. Basically, there's like it brings back the scent of the woods, but not these woods, and it brings back the scent or the memory of trees, but not these trees, and it brings back the memory of like a time where you were out and with nature and enjoying yourself, but it wasn't here. It's also
Was it the forest?
It was a forest,
But it wasn't the forest.
but it wasn't like these forests around you now. It's
Well, not
the
these
same but
forests,
different.
but the
But
forest. the
any
place where
yeah
she's
any
from.
sort of like right. It's a forest you don't know why you remember.
Okay.
Bari, I can feel you. Call out to me. I can't see you in all this trippy.
Intermide looks around as much as that is,
Mm-hmm.
and says and thinks, who are you? How did you? Are you Perry?
Oh, there you are. Oh, and then kind of like through this really bright, trippy part of the scenery, a form comes out. You see flying towards you a fairy dragon. Oh, Bari. Oh, I thought I heard you. I thought I felt you, but I wasn't quite sure. So I came through, and Bari, you smell like apple pie. And this fairy dragon comes rushing at you with its arms stretched out.
They don't have very big arms, do they? They have like kind of little
No.
nubby arms, right?
They've got like little, sort of
Yeah.
T-Rex arms.
Yeah. Yeah. Obviously she's just gonna hug it because it's not a
Yeah.
dragon coming at her.
And it's how dogs, if you've been somewhere and you touched a cat, they just like sniff you.
Hmm.
you know, like, and this fairy dragon just starts sniffing in your hair and along the line of your clothes and neck. It's like, what pastry is that? I can smell pastry on you, but Bari, you smell delicious.
That's good, I guess. Where did you come from? And what are you doing here in my mind? Perry?
You don't remember me. Oh, how long have you been away, Bari? You don't. Oh, you told me when you left that you were going to keep the my the name the thing that reminds you of my name. Look in your pocket. Do you have your pockets? You know that that dish you had, the painting on the plate. We made that together. Don't you remember, Bari?
On a
Hibara can consult her inventory. There is a particular item I know she knows she has.
Yeah, she's just a little confused by this. I mean, that was from when I was a child.
Yeah. Yes, because that's why it looks so awful, right? I mean, I didn't
Well,
look,
yeah, I mean,
but it has my
kids
name
suck
on
at
it.
everything.
You said you were going to remember my name.
That was like 200 years ago.
Yeah. So do you still have the thing what we made so you wouldn't forget me?
Oh, it's in my bag.
Ah. Do you want to describe to the other people in the party what we were talking about?
It's a little plate, a little tiny dish from like a teapot set, like a saucer. Uh,
Painted on.
not
Right?
yeah, painted, but not like not porcelain, but more earthenware-y.
The dragonfly fairy like flies around again and says, Jug, it's me, Jug. Remember now? The Feywild?
Does a 12 remember?
It's starting to come back now. Like, when Jug came up and came close to you, there was like a frisson of Fey that reminded you of that forest you kind of were trying to fuzzily remember. It comes a bit clearer now, the way that things just sort of are a little bit were different. They had a kind of different energy about them, a really kind of like earthy, clean smell in parts of it, and really horrible and noxious in others. But you're not exactly sure why. There were parts of it that you were really scared of and parts of it that you really loved. And more of these memories are like starting to come back as this fairy dragon just you're like shouting at you and flying around. And I think I have to get my Fizzbins, but I think it was, I'll get the color, but I'll say it's green right now. He might be orange. Old Jug. Oh, well, anyway, I wanted to tell you that in next year sometime we're going to be coming close to you. If you want to come and see us, we're coming to Faerun, the Wild Beyond the Witchlight Carnival is back in this plane, and we're traveling around. And you said that you were going to be in this area, and I felt you in the Fey magic. Finally, for the longest time, I haven't felt you at all, but for the first time, I felt you in the Fey magic, and so I wanted to come and say hi, and you don't even remember me. We'll have to work on that, Bari.
I'm sorry, but why? What?
Oh,
Why are you coming here?
It's to see you, because you're my old friend. We used to hang out.
No,
and do
not that
stuff.
part. The
Oh.
the coming to the area. Why would you come
Oh,
here?
well, since you left, a lot of things have happened. I've moved on with my life. I really got over that last relationship and felt a lot better about myself and who I had become and who I was as a single person. So even though like when you knew me, I was really heartbroken and upset. I'm really different now. I'm really more confident with who I am and feeling good. Anyway, that confidence gave me the desire to meet more people and become more social. And before you know it, I'm working at a concession stand in the Witchlight Carnival. So that's where I'm working now. We travel all over and I meet people all the time. And I've been away. I've been very far away for a long time. But we're back now. Every 8 years, and we visit different parts of the material of the plains. And this year and next coming year, we're way far away now. But I was able to use the Feywild magic to travel and connect with you here in your trance. Almost. It was hard to find you,
Oh.
but I found you.
Did you come through the pool?
Yes, felt more like a slide, but yes, I'm also trancing where I am, so we're connected not physically, but through the Feywild magic.
I figured something like that. I know
You-
someone like that, except he's small and not dead. It's a thing. Just it's fine.
Anyway, I was gonna say if you wanted to come and see me in person, I don't know, sometime in the spring. People who run it don't really like to do stuff in the winter, so we usually wait for the summer or the autumn. That's the time when people like to spend their money, especially around harvest time. They feel very fat, like the feeling rich is when they spend their money. But yeah, I wanted to let you know that we were back and I can see you in a few months.
Okay. Yeah, I think I'd like that.
Yes, and we'll definitely have to work on getting your memories back. So many good times, Bari. I mean, you were quite young. You've gotten much bigger since I saw you last. But you're still
Am I?
Bari. Yeah, your hair is still the same. And he comes over and he kind of like takes her hair and lifts it up and like lets it fall back down. Whee! Do you remember that?
Kind of.
Yeah.
Definitely feels familiar.
And the swings. We'd make swings in the trees and play all day
Uh-huh.
long. Yeah. And then we would do art projects and we made that thing together. So you would always remember my name, Jug, and you said that you'd carry it with you forever.
I do have that. I don't know why, but when I think about you, you're not this.
Oh, I was probably bigger. You probably thought I was much bigger at the time. Yeah, I was taller than you. We're about
Well,
the
I
same
remember
size.
you as a human child.
That's interesting. I wonder if that's from one of the games we played. I don't know.
Maybe.
We'll have to work it out. But now that we're in touch, it'll be easier for me to come and visit you.
Okay.
Good. All right, I've got to go. It's a different time zone. We're getting up pretty soon. But I was spent the whole trance looking for you. I'm glad I finally found you.
That's good.
And Bari, you gotta give me those pastries. Why do you smell like delicious butter baked by a French woman?
Oh, that's probably the cook lady.
But you also got another smell on you, like rotten poison. It's more superficial. It's more on the top. But I would say don't eat anything that smells like that. Go back and eat the pastries. Oh, does she make apple pie? Does she make puff pastries?
Probably.
Oh, I have to come and see you, Bari. All right. Well, I have to go. But we'll stay in touch. And I definitely want to try those pastries.
All right.
All right.
I guess I'll see you again later.
Bye, Bari. He rushes to give you another hug.
Bye, Jug.
And then Jug kind of like tries to figure out where to go in the psychedelic, or toward the purple, toward the green, whatever. But eventually he wanders off into the psychedelic trance and disappears. All right. Next. Yeah, I was more like I didn't know the Faerun equivalent of French that everyone would get, so I just went out of character a little bit for a second. Next morning, all of you wake up. It was a very quiet night. No no disturbances, no loud noises, just the noise of crickets and the forests if you kept your windows open.
Mhm.
What would you like to do?
Bar's gonna go over to Perry's room, knock on his door,
mean,
like first thing.
Dalvar's gonna check in with Aloysius, see where the witches are.
Okay, Javi, did you want to check in with your Medusa friend too? Because if you wanted to wild shape or anything now, I can. If you don't want to, that's fine. If you don't want to use the wild shape power, you only have so many per, versus rest. But just so you know, if you wanted to do that now, I can do that. So Aloysius will have stayed in the tree all night
Mm-hmm.
and observed that in the morning, Saith comes out first. So Saith is the first one to emerge from the tower. And about 45 minutes after that, coming all together, the hags, or the elves and Morty, all as a group, make their way into the building. And that is what Aloysius observes.
Mm-hmm.
Oriana heads to the garden. Morgana heads over to the waters, and Scary Spice and the dog head over to the kitchen. And Saith is sort of back in the foyer area after that. Or he sort of spends his time between like the foyer and the guest area and the pool. Yes, when you walk in also, you do see Ilmar over in the corner of the area, the kitchen or the dining area, we'll call this. And then you've got staff just doing their staff things, handing out towels or taking orders around the place.
How heavy a sleeper is Perry?
He's not that heavy a sleeper.
Okay, because it's literally dawn, like first crack of light,
Oh yeah,
knocks
Perry's
at his
up.
door. Oh, okay.
So Perry lets you in. Well, Perry lets Ibarra in.
As soon as he opens the door, she goes, "You didn't do anything last night, did you?"
I was sleeping.
Okay, but you didn't do any mind things last night, did you?
I don't think I can do that while sleeping.
I don't know if you can either. So, okay.
Why?
Should I just
Something
wait
happened?
here?
I don't know. Come here.
Maybe. Should we just wait here for what do you need? Thieves' tools? Keys?
Perry holds up the toothpicks. I've got my tools, or something that'll do the job, hopefully. So,
Okay.
just also want to make sure I can relock the chests afterwards.
Do they need to be locked again?
Well, I assume they inspect them at some point, otherwise guests could do this all the time.
I don't recall anyone ever coming into my room. And I guess you wouldn't notice if you were asleep.
Oh no, I could be a late sleeper when I need to be.
Well, no one came into here last night, did they?
I don't believe so.
Well, you probably don't have to lock them again then. That should be fine.
Question for the DM. Are the chests in these rooms?
Yeah, the chests are in your rooms. Yeah, each room has a chest in it.
In that case, Perry's gonna give it a go.
All right. You're using wooden toothpicks. So if you can roll a sleight of hand with disadvantage. I think that practically that's a fair assessment. If you actually think about what it would require
Yeah.
to pick a lock. So
Oh no, my flatmate has lock picks, so I have some idea what's involved.
yeah, so you're gonna try it on your own first.
Yeah.
I take it in your room. Okay. Oh
That's
gosh.
21.
Yes. Ridiculously, you managed to, with the precision of the toothpick, you're actually able to find an area. And I don't know how to pick a lock, but I'm just gonna say I have to come up with something for the story, right? And you're able to kind of like get exactly the gear you need or the part of it you need to manipulate the turning point. You just really nailed it on the first one, and there is a click after you do that.
Hibara claps enthusiastically at the sound.
Perry goes in, takes out his cape, his coat, and his lockpicks. Then just closes it and tries relocking the chest.
All right, give me another roll.
Be honest, locking a chest should be way easier than unlocking one. You just
Yeah, you're still doing at
Okay.
disadvantage with toothpicks. So
no,
I
yeah,
thought he was
honestly,
using
as
the-
it is,
Oh no, he's doing it
also
toothpicks to begin
Oh.
with. A 15.
all right. Okay, yeah, with a 15 with your own tool pick, your own tools. Yeah, you're able to get.
If it's with the tools, I have to add another 3 to that.
Yeah,
so,
that's
I
fine.
mean, you only need to like counter rotate unless you have a lock that has like multiple rotations, but then you also
Yeah.
need to like pick the lock multiple times.
Well,
Yeah,
since
so-
he can use his own tools, it's an 18.
Yeah, that's fine.
So, I guess, come unlock mine.
I'll just have to hide my lockpicks in these wonderful bathrobes. But yeah, that should be fine.
By the way,
mean-
Clue, just so you
Mhm.
know, when you went, you went into the dining area at breakfast?
Yeah.
Okay,
presumably,
so Ilham or Ilmar hands you something saying, "Oh, you were interested in the brochures on the hot stone massage?"
yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Right. Yeah. So there's information there about the length of time, the temperature, contraindications, everything you need. Pats it, and as he kind of like hands it to you and pats it in your hand, you notice that there's something. The paper gives way, but there's a flat metal thing that seems to like
Mhm.
not bend in your hand, and says, "You can go ahead and keep that. I have plenty of brochures back at the office," and
Thanks. Appreciate it, buddy.
walks off. Yes, of course, anytime, sir.
And Clue's gonna return to his room.
Okay, so I figure between the two of you, it was easier. I hope, Perry, hope you feel undermined that you don't have to make all the rules by yourself, or maybe you're relieved. I don't know. So how we want to do this? Would you include if you include work together, and you're able to, I would say, you'd be able to like pop everyone's or get everyone's
Mhm.
chests unlocked.
Okay. Sounds good to me.
I mean, we could sit for the next 10 minutes in a roll, but Javi, I know I mentioned to you earlier, but is there something that you wanted to do this morning too? Did you want to touch base with your friend?
No, I'm gonna save it because.
Okay. Yeah, fair enough.
Friend
Fair
knows.
enough. Okay, cool.
Although with the way spell checks work, they can just take their time and get an auto pass. But yeah.
Especially
It's-
Perry with his 23 take a 10.
Mhm.
Yeah, so all of you now have unlocked chests.
When Perry opens up Ibarra's, she just gets dressed, but instead of putting on her belt of bags, she takes two of the bag sacks off, hands them to Perry, and says, "Here, put people's stuff in these." And then she casts Pass Without a Trace on herself. Because I'm pretty sure that lasts for basically ever. Yeah. We're good. Oh, wait. No, we're not passing it without a trace yet.
Okay, so Mara and Javi, Perry or Clue knock on your door. Mara, is there anything else besides like the door service or the complimentary lock picking service that you want to do this morning? I'll ask Javi next. So, oh, you're back. Yes. All right, I'll ask Javi. Javi, is there anything you want to do in the morning?
Well, now that my chest is unlocked, I have like a herbalism kit, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
I can start concocting potions and shit.
Okay. All right, get all your stuff ready. Yeah, like have things ready for any like healing spells or whatever you need for the day.
That
Yes.
reminds me, I forgot to say, like usual, passing out good berries to everyone.
Oh, right. You want to
Along the
explain
way.
this to Javi?
Yeah, good berry means you don't have to eat.
Which is good.
Yep.
Apparently in this place.
All right. So
Yep.
let me translate that from Corey, not just
So
Hibara.
Hibara just so Hibara gives everyone good berries at the beginning of the day. Although when they're in town, those good berries get turned into pastries, but the same effect still applies.
So
Well,
as a yeah,
now she
druids-
gives everyone good berries in the morning. She used to give
Yes.
everyone but Perry good berries in the morning because she was convinced for a year that Perry was a ghost.
yes. So there's a spell called Good Berries, and it's available, I think, only to druids, unless you get it, like some other way.
It's on the
It
primal
allows
list.
yeah, and the druid is allowed to basically create berries up to 10 per spell, and with that, one person can eat it and they no longer have to eat for the rest of the day. They're completely like satiated, and also you get like 1 extra hit point. So if you're topped up right now, it won't have any effect. But if you want to, just so you know, Javi, you can put that 1 point, that 1 good berry, because Barakas would recognize what a good berry was, in a
Yeah.
pocket for later. And then like if you're down to, if someone falls over in battle, you can pop the good berry in their mouth and give them back up to 1 hit point. Or you can eat it and have it for yourself for the day. But those are your options as to like how you can use your good berry. Yep. So everyone's got good berries. Okay. And Barakas has got, yeah. So and now you guys are all what are you gonna do? There aren't any staff members coming through, although Thelvar would have remembered that they do come through and clean the rooms every day. So
When Perry would leave to go unlock Mara's, when Perry would leave Hibara would tell him to have Mara come here to this room.
Do we have do not disturb signs?
no, no, they don't have don't disturb signs. No.
Don't
So-
lock the doors.
Perry came and unlocked all of Mara's shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why? Mara already had a weapon that she doesn't need to be sneaky about.
I mean, you do. Like, if you're just randomly walking around with a knife, people are gonna be suspicious.
It's in my the pocket of my robe.
Oh, I thought you were putting it there, like with the
Well,
long
that
sword.
too, because all the hair hides all the secrets. But again, nobody's gonna question. Like, everybody's gonna be like, "Oh, like, am I gonna start carrying around my shit?" No.
No, it's not about getting your actual shit. It's just getting your shit into the woods in case we need it later.
Oh, okay. Okay, fine.
Oh,
That's
wait.
fine.
Sorry,
Also,
I derped.
somebody is
Hibara
going-
would have asked Perry to bring Mara here before he unlocked her stuff.
Also, don't forget that that Mara knows nothing of the plan. Someone's gonna have to explain it to her.
I mean, Clue is probably gonna explain to her when he goes looking for her because we need to go challenge the red one.
Right, so Perry goes into Mara's room, asks Mara to accompany him back to Hibara's room, and doesn't unlock Mara's chest. Am I getting the plan right?
Yes.
I mean, I guess Mara wouldn't know that at this point, but unless she wants her staff in the woods.
I have a dagger, and I have my fists. I'm fine.
Okay, Thelva, who will be waiting in his room for the time being, is gonna wait until about the sort of time that they usually come around to do the cleaning, and is then gonna cast Disguise Self on himself to make it look like he's still in his robe.
Okay. Okay. And yes, is anyone else? Okay, so I'm sorry. Mara was heading over to talk to Hibara.
Mm-hmm.
Javi's making potions. Thelvar's getting ready to scam the hotel staff. Right, so Hibara and Mara, I think we are at.
Yes.
Would Clue notice Perry and Mara coming down the hallway?
Probably.
Would he say something?
I mean, probably be like things that Mara. I mean, once you're done with this, come see me so we can get our shit straight before we do our thing.
Mara gives a thumbs up. Mara is just along for the ride. She has no idea what the fuck is going on right now.
So when Mara and Perry come into Hibara's room, Hibara looks at Mara and goes, "Okay, are you ready to run?"
What?
Oh, yeah. You're
Run!
Hibara looks at Perry. Didn't you tell her?
Clue's going to tell her after she sees you.
Well, that doesn't make any sense. Longstrider only lasts an hour. Well, I guess it'd be okay if they went soon. Well, I mean, what else are we doing today? So,
Why don't we meet up in Felvar's room afterwards and get it all sorted out?
well, I thought we have to go hide everyone's stuff.
Okay.
I suppose I could
Why
hide.
don't
Well,
You and Mara go into Clue's room and I go make sure everyone else has got their stuff. And then you could go into Felvar's room and meet the rest of us there. And...
oh wait, you're gonna take everyone's stuff?
Well, you gave me the pouches, didn't you?
Now she would. Sorry, that's where I derp. Now she'd get. Now she handed the pouches.
Oh.
Here, put everyone's stuff in these pouches,
That makes
in these
sense.
sacks.
What other than a bag of holding?
Oh yeah, doesn't Perry have a bag of holding? Doesn't the loot person's bag become a bag of holding like pretty soon? Because Clue doesn't have his yet. That's level 3, I think.
I
Yeah,
thought y'all. I know you
Hibara
had
ha-
bags of holdings because you put
Yeah.
dead bodies in them.
Yeah,
I thought that
I mean,
was
that
only
was
that one was
temporary.
temporary.
That was temporary, but
Oh,
I think
right, it was
Perry
a,
at
it was
this
a
point.
tester.
Yeah, but I think Perry at this point does have it because I think tier 2 is when the loot
Yeah,
person's bag was back
let me.
holding.
I'll go look it up in the book. I just have to go get it. So
Because
y'all
I know
talk
Clue
about it.
doesn't
open
have
up
it
the
yet. He gets that tier 3, but
Yeah, you've got the thing open.
Yeah.
I don't think I have a compendiums on this game because I didn't think we
Right,
need them,
odds
so I have to get the.
person.
And
You're level
yeah,
2.
But the coins from the vault, well, from just before the actual vault, were put into the bag of
yeah,
holding.
I'm pretty sure Perry has a bag of holding already.
Living loot satchel. Uncommon magic
Yeah.
item.
Yeah,
functions
that's
as a
it.
bag of
Living.
holding, yeah.
Yeah.
So Perry can grab that and has 3 bags of holding, it seems.
Yeah, awesome. Hold plenty of dead bodies now. Sorry, Javi. When they had a fight and they decided they wanted to, what was the story behind? Oh, right, they met the goblin that became their friend, and
Yeah, it was in the fissure.
He had
yes,
to bring the body back to be properly disposed of.
yes. So they put it in a bag of holding. That was the story. Just so you
Along with an
know.
unconscious person.
Okay.
And some
yeah.
spider parts.
And Perry does
Yeah.
not know this story. Just for the record.
Nope.
All right.
Okay,
So,
so
all right. Bag of holding.
we've cleared up
confirmed.
the conclusion. Perry has bags of holding, so then Hibara would not offer the sacks then.
Okay, Perry's only got one
Then-
bag of holding to get the stuff people want to get out into the woods.
To
Which
be
is more
honest,
than
a bag
enough.
of holding can hold a lot of shit. Like
Yeah.
we just need like a couple of weapons and some armor. So
Yeah.
Plus, Hibara's sacks are literally just sacks. They only hold. So
it's hard to get a sword into a sack.
That's what she said.
So, yeah, then. Yeah, okay, then. Sorry, I'm having to
The
think
derps.
and then translate into Hibara. Yeah, so
I don't have any.
Hibara would then just ask, okay, so I guess hide the stuff first and then come back? Harry?
I guess.
Okay. All right. I guess I can
mean,
do that.
I can walk around
Then-
in my room with this in my pocket all the time. It's
Then she'll cast Patch Without a Trace, turn into lizard, and
Fuck off.
ask for upsies for Perry.
okay. Picks
I'm
her up
gonna
and
s-
puts her in the pocket.
Mara's
Yep.
gonna start getting affected at some point.
I guess we're off to see Clue now.
We're off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz. He is.
Oh, you're not getting everyone's
stuff.
stuff first?
That's a
No.
good point. We go through, get the stuff. So as we go through, we'll get the stuff in people's chests, and then we lock the chests. Or this is just gonna get silly again.
My brain
Yes.
hurts.
All right.
Mara is just standing there going, "What the fuck?"
But it's basically, does Mara want her longsword?
No, I have a knife. I'm fine.
Right,
Long,
then we can go to Clue's room.
longsword or knife. I don't know.
You can unlock my thing. I can come back for it. But what is happening?
We'll explain in Clue's room, and then we'll sort out any stuff you want.
Okay.
So we're going to the Clue's door. We knock on it.
We'll let you in. So let's go over this our side of the plan one more time. So you and Hibara are going to grab all of our shit and, put whatever Braccus and Talvor need into Old Temple so they can pick it up there. And well, mostly me and you two, because Mars and Monk, they don't need much yet. You get a place set in the woods. Probably want to mark a tree somewhere in a way that's not too subtle, so we can make sure that wherever we challenge this woman to a foot race, she's actually gonna go past where you plan on ambushing her. And then you and me, Mara, we're gonna go to the calisthenics training. You're gonna have a whole spiel about how she looks fast, how you want to race her, and just try to sweet talk her into, a foot race in the forest on the grounds here. And then, when she runs past where Ibarra and Perry are hiding, we just jump her. Sound good?
Sure. I mean, whatever. Point me in the direction of where I get to go. Boom.
Okay. Yeah, we're gonna need to get her to you. So, guess you guys can start moving the stuff around. We're gonna start working the target. Come, Mara. Let's go.
Yay!
Oh, Clue, after you're done, after you say, come on, Mara, little lizard Hibara waits for your attention in Perry, at the edge of hanging off of Perry's pocket.
I mean, do I notice she's trying to do that? I don't know how often. I mean, I guess 24 passive perception, I would notice that kind of stuff. Hey, lizard. You, trying to tell me something?
She makes, as best as lizard hands can do, a running motion,
Yes.
points at
yes.
Mara, then points
you
at
mean-
the room across the way.
You want Mara to go back there so you can cast Longstrider on her? Not once.
Shakes
but
head,
yes.
points at room.
So, Wait, this room or the room on the other side?
Points over.
So other side, that room,
And then
across-
running motion.
Hibara, do you just need me to come to you?
Oh, you mean run in that direction, or just go to your room? No, what's
Oh my god, this is so stupid. What the
Look,
fuck?
If you're going to be casting Longstrider, you're going to have to come out of wild shape anyway.
yeah,
Yeah,
but
why
I
are we
think she
doing
wants to
it
do
the
it
hard
later.
way?
I think she wants to do it later.
I mean, can I, Christy? Can I get? Can Clue roll an intelligence check or something so that I could just tell him what Hibara's trying to say?
So wait, Hibara is a lizard right now?
Hibara is a lizard. She's
And
pantomimed a few things.
and Hibara is like, how is Hibara communicating as a lizard?
Pointing.
Charade.
Pantomizing,
Pointing,
pointing.
my man pointing apparently.
All right, and exactly describe what Clue, because we're gonna role play this up because I find this entertaining.
We have
Go
been.
ahead.
Yeah, it's
So
just
no,
like
oh, sorry. So what is the lizard doing to symbolize each part?
She's pointed and indicated the room across the hallway.
So she's pointed in the direction out the door.
As
Oh,
in
okay.
she's pointed at the we have established
Okay.
correctly.
Mhm.
She is talking about the room across the hallway
All
yeah.
right, and then what else?
and
Okay,
running motion,
and then a
So
run. Okay.
which Clue has correctly deduced
Okay.
about Mara running fast, and then she
Okay.
points at the room.
All right.
So-
Yep. Go ahead. Roll an intelligence. I will give you a DC of 15.
oh boy,
Figure
that's
out.
going to go terribly. Who's not that smart?
Yeah. I mean the pointing in the room, but making the connection as to what everything is supposed to. So what is there a way you can re-describe it, Hibara?
We're gonna
No.
get nowhere.
I don't know why it's me rolled a disadvantage because I,
Yeah.
an 8. Perry doesn't understand.
Okay. Anyone else
She
who
po-
wants to
she
like
points
any,
at
anyone who's
herself.
watching.
She points at herself.
Yep.
She points in the direction of the room.
hmm
She points at herself, crosses crosses the lizard arms in an X, points across the room.
So you want Mara to go to the room across the hall after we arrange the race, but before we do the race, I assume.
How does Hibara respond as a lizard?
I guess Perry make a dex check
Oh no.
What the fuck?
or a dex save, Christy. Which is it?
A dex save if he's
Hold on,
like
let me-
you're. Are you?
Yeah.
Hey,
Bursting
you
out of
have
his
the vision.
pocket.
Yep.
So
I go home. This is stupid.
Are you
25.
are? All right. Catches you.
Or I guess
Wanna
wouldn't that be
describe
more?
it?
Wouldn't that be more
Or sort of-
slightly falls out of the way from now suddenly full-size Tabara coming out of his pocket?
Yeah, Hibara as lizard bursts forth from your pocket,
Burst
Harry.
forth? What kind of fucking word is that?
Like the alien thing, you know, just sort
I
of
was
like.
thinking
whoa.
that exact same thing.
This is exactly what Hibara did to Clue.
yep.
Well, these are two pockets. Lizard Hibara is ruined, and now there's a Hibara.
Her hands are on her hips, and she says, "No, I'm saying I can't be here in the building and in the woods to cast Longstrider in time. Get the other druid to cast Longstrider. He's right over there."
That's if the other druid knows Longstrider.
Yeah, we should probably. Yeah, does he? Does
All
he even
druids
know how
all
to do that?
spells.
I mean, if you assume
yeah,
they have
good
time to fucking
hate
decide
it,
to
yeah.
have them prepared, which we haven't checked with him for. So who knows if they have it prepared?
Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to go back to being a lizard so Perry and I can sneak away undetected from the other thing and take everyone's stuff. Also, I will point out that the entire time that she's been a lizard and right now she is outlined in Blackfire. 'Cause that's how she does pass without a trace.
Clue's gonna go across the hall, just knock on Baraka's door real quick.
Javi, that's you.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. There's a knock
Clue's
on your
knocking
door.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah, come in.
Clue just comes in. Quick question: do you have Longstrider prepared today?
Yeah, I've been preparing potions all morning.
I mean, it's a spell, but
Yeah, so you should have like a list of spells under. I don't know if that
Everything.
was. Yep.
Long Strider, right?
Yep.
Yep. What level is it?
I think
Ooh.
it's. Is it second? Okay.
I think it's second. Or it might be first. Let me look. It's on
Oh,
my spells.
my
It's on
sheet
it's
says like
first.
3 or 4 things repeated over and over, like vicious
Oh, no.
scimitar, Hellish rebuke, magic stone, cure wounds, healing world, healing spirit, blight, and then
I will check.
Oh, that happens sometimes.
Yeah, I'll look at your spell list. He has Thaumaturgy, level 2, Darkness, Enlarge, Reduce, Pass Without a Trace, Healing Spirit, Blindness, Deafness, and Gentle Repose.
It's first level. It's not on his sheet, but he
It
technically does
doesn't-
have it.
Yeah, he needs
'Cause
to.
druid.
But he would need
yeah,
to prepare it.
Yeah, long rest. So, well, guess we're doing it without Longstrider then.
Well, long rest is 8 hours.
Yeah,
That's
but
true.
Yep.
So
I mean, should have thought this before sleeping.
yeah, we should have probably mentioned this. That was the plan. If I wasn't going to do it, but nah, I guess we just have to do it without Longstrider.
I hate
I mean,
all of you.
Mara is fast, so it's fine.
Yeah.
I'm
but-
fast.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
I don't
have
think
a
I've
base-
ever proven that at any point.
Yeah,
Doesn't
like
Mara
40
has
days
you've got a
40
base.
Oh,
Yeah.
damn.
Because monk.
Yeah.
Yeah, but still, I don't think I've actually successfully won a race in ever.
Yeah, because
ever.
we've never
Ah,
done a foot race.
Meh.
That's true.
I'm fixing your sheet, Javi. By the way.
Appreciate it.
Yep.
Well,
Roll 20
Alright.
did that to my one-shot character from the other week. They just doubled everything. I don't know why it does it.
I've seen it double everything. I've seen it delete everything.
Ugh.
Old
That's
20
weird.
is awkward at times.
Yeah.
Mm.
Burn it with fire.
Oh my gosh. It's in there like 4 times each. It's ridiculous.
Oh god.
I just don't want to make sure I don't delete a spell, and then it's off the list permanently. But I think I've got it right. So, Javi, you do have Pass Without a Trace. So,
So you could be super sneaky.
yes.
Sneaky is good, considering I have to carry like a lot of weapons to the
I mean,
to the shrine there.
Oh no, that's what Perry's
I know.
got to do.
Barry and Tibar are the one carrying the weapons. You and Talvar are observing and making sure nobody's doing anything weird. While
keeping a
we're-
lookout. Yeah.
Slight correction. Perry is carrying Hibara and the weapons.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, she's a lizard. She weighs a few ounces. And it's a bag of holding, which I think also only weighs like 1 pound,
Yeah, they're pretty light.
half a pound.
Go with no pounds.
All
Okay,
right. I've also
Perry-
alphabet ordered them for you because I like mine in alpha
does-
order. So since I was here.
Perry doesn't have a -2 on strength, so I think we're fine.
That's some shade at Clue's noodle arms.
No.
Or just
that
only
was
have a
reference to
-1.
One-shot
Yeah.
questions.
Oh.
All right.
Wait.
Okay,
is
I
Clay minus
think
2
you're set.
strength?
There's -1 strength.
That's not too bad.
All right. So, what is the current status of people? What's Perry? Sorry, Hibara and Perry. Where have you all been? Where'd you go? Did you leave?
I've got us outside Felvasrum at the moment, but Perry's just going
Okay.
around collecting the gear people want stashed for later.
Okay. Okay. All right. Yep, you do that. So what comes next?
Sneaking out of the building.
Okay, where are you going to sneak out of the building from?
Why would Perry have to sneak out the building? He's just going to go for a walk along the path.
I mean, that works too.
All right. So Perry and Hibara, you're going to move yourselves to a different part of the map. We don't really have a forest part of the map, so we're going to call this part the forest.
So
Wherever
Or-
Perry goes, Hibara is because she's lizard in his pocket.
Okay.
So first of all,
Right.
Perry's going to go over here. It's when he's got to put stuff in the shrine. It's going to be fun.
Okay. Who else? Well, okay. Who else is doing what?
I guess I should be getting into position, being the lookout.
People want to remind, where's Baraka setting up?
I mean, the main thing you and Alvar are supposed to be looking at is the tower. So probably just in the courtyard somewhere.
Okay. As you go through the spa, that's a normal day. The staff are moving around. You see the other guests around as well. So, and you can just head out to the back area. When you do, you notice that the staff kind of like keep a little bit of an eye on you. Make sure you don't head toward the shrine. So,
Did Clue take Mara wherever he was going?
Yeah, he's taking Mara
Okay, good.
all right. Where are Clue and Mara going?
eventually to the courtyards to talk with the calisthenics lady. But before entering, Clue is just very quickly going to be casting guidance on Mara because she's probably going to need to be the one making the arguments.
Okay. All right. So for the next minute, you can add D4 to any ability check, to one ability check of your choice.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So you go back and it's the same thing you've seen. The whole calisthenics things going on. Guests working out. Buff Jarlaxle, fake Jarlaxle, really loving his new guns. So he's like doing push-ups and sit-ups, and he's kind of limbering up to do the jump rope. And Azirsa is there as well, shouting at people. Not really encouragement, like "Come on, you dog, work harder."
I mean, so they're in the middle of a routine then.
She's kind of like going around yelling at people, but there's not an actual contest going on right now. It's just more, not a class, but she's in there encouraging people, yelling at them and stuff.
Chloe's just gonna look at the Mara and just go like, "You take the lead. I'll support."
What?
Ask
Oh.
the woman to race you.
Oh, right. Okay, cool. But I don't like this. Yo, bitch niche. And she points at Sporty Spice. I challenge you to a race.
Coming in strong.
All right, you would want to roll intimidation, I guess. Are you trying to intimidate her to do this, or you want to roll perform?
I mean, Clue is helping, so she would have advantage. Or are we?
Yeah, you kind of got to say that. You don't get to decide that. Like you
I
can't.
mean, Clue said he was
Acting.
gonna
I'm
back her.
acting at
okay.
this point. Like,
Clue said he was saying he was backing her up.
No, you gave her guidance though, so she can add a D4.
yeah.
No,
gotta
I
roll
mean,
a
also
D4.
said he was backing her up. Like she
Okay,
takes
but
the
that-
lead, he backs her up and guidance. Doing
So I'm
both.
not gonna be like, I'm gonna intimidate you. No, it's all false bravado.
Okay. She's like, did you participate in the competition at all? I don't remember you being strong enough to do any of the things in the garden. Why would I do a race with you?
And Mara all of a sudden clutches at her chest. If she had pearls, she'd be clutching them. Are you telling me that you this great athletic goddess, I guess I would call you, are afraid of a little challenge from moi? Oh, mon cher. This is really sad. I mean, totally sad. I mean, you got whatever going on over here, and she gestures at fake Jill Axel. I mean, sure, muscles are fancy and all, but they prove no strength. Just because I'm built like I'll float away in the breeze doesn't necessarily mean I'm slow. Have you seen Usain Bolt? Brother is fast like a lightning bolt.
You really think that you can beat me when I spend my whole day here working out and being fit?
Well, it's
I
just
wouldn't-
like going around sitting next to like everybody's and kind of. I mean, are you seeing this? Like she's totally scared, isn't she? Like she's selling the bravado, but
I mean,
she's not taking the challenge, is she?
All right, you can roll a persuasion.
Mara or
Clue.
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 Okay.
18.
All right. Yeah, everyone's now paying attention to this fight.
I mean, really, if I'm so weak that you're gonna lose, that I'm gonna lose, then go ahead, show me, prove it with your feet, honey, because I'm swift like a butterfly and I got the feet like Hermes. So let's keep it moving, honey. Let's keep it moving.
All right.
You either
can-
you either accept my challenge or you submit to me.
Okay, you can go ahead and roll persuasion again with advantage since Clue is helping you.
What the fuck?
Sarah.
Like, all right, you want to be beaten by me? I get it. That's fine. And now that everybody here has heard your challenge, I'll tell you what. I'll accept your challenge. We can invite all these people here to watch, and I am going to be here. I'm going to show you what daily calisthenics can bring to a body.
I'm
Ooh,
so
this,
ready for it.
So, where and when?
Now. Here.
All right. Well, come on. Let's go, everyone. Mara is going. I am being challenged, and all the eyes are on us. Let's go.
Please follow
Uh,
me if any of you want to take bets. I am here and free.
As she walks through the section, she stops over by Saith and says, "Saith, get my sisters. They'll want to see this."
Mara starts like doing like like what you see like Olympic athletes do like right before just kind of like loosening up, doing this thing and just going, I am Makari, I'm swift like the wind. I am the Flash, I'm swift like the wind. And just like every single speedster you could possibly think of, she's like chanting my name.
All right. Well, I'm just going to use like one acolyte to represent the crowd of people who are in the garden.
Can
But
someone
yeah.
move Mara? This map.
Oh, why can't you move Mara?
Because the map is hiding behind all of the icons.
Yeah, I can't select Mara either. Wait,
Oh,
let
okay. Let
find-
me
Wait,
check
no,
the
there we
sheet.
go. I moved it.
Oh, yeah, weird. Okay, hold on. Maravita. There you go.
I
That
moved
should
her.
work now. Okay. All right. So yeah, Saith comes, the crowd comes, Morgana and
Scary
Green
Spice.
Song comes as well, Scary Spice. They follow you out of the spa. Where are you headed?
Mara
well,
said right here.
I mean, yeah, it's a back. It's goes gonna. Okay, guess I'll go and see what a good place for the finish line is, and he's gonna try and look for wherever the. Hopefully, at this point, in the meantime, Mara very puts some of the equipment.
Okay, so we're going to pause that, and we have to go back to Baracus and Thelvar, because we left y'all in the spa still, the building, right?
I should be on the lookout. Like
Oh,
next
right,
to
you are in the
tower.
lookout. Okay. So it's just Thelvar who's left in his room. Is that right?
Mm.
On
Hello.
Yeah, you're
Right,
muted, but
yeah.
you're okay now.
Yeah, I've moved Thalvar out, but Thalvar would have snuck out through Mara's window and
Okay.
like gone the long way round and like find a place to hide behind the tower
All right.
because they've still got Aloysius in the tree and they can
Yeah.
like switch to viewing through their eyes to keep track of where everyone is.
Okay. All right. I though show me exactly how you're gonna like how would Thelvar move to get to that spot? I want to see like the path that Thelvar would take. So this is Mara's room. So you pop out
No.
the window here.
This is
Okay.
Mara's room.
Okay. Yep.
So would have come out the window here and would have snuck this way round, probably into the tree line to help hide, stealthed through the tree line up this way. Why is it not pinging? And then come to behind the tower here.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me a stealth check.
Stealth. There we go. 18.
Okay. All right. So then is everyone else in place?
I
Is-
mean,
What about
Everything
Perry and
behind.
Habara in the woods?
Okay. Yep. So where are Perry and Habara in the woods?
hopefully somewhere where Clue can see them subtly and get ready for the ambush.
Well, I guess the
Well-
important thing is, does Clue follow the path?
Yeah, he would be following
Oh,
the,
yeah,
like
he'd
the
spot them
obvious
soon
way
enough.
through, yeah. He's gonna just look at them, just kind of hope they give him a signal for where to put the finish line.
All right. So describe to me what it is that you head out into the woods, past the group is going to go past the tower, and into the woods along the path. So the path, like winds around. It's pretty straight. So what exactly, like, where are you looking to do this the end of this finish line? Like, it's not like a track straight, but if you think about like how woods are, you have to go kind of a ways before the trees obscure things. So yes, Zero says, all right, so what are we doing? A 50-meter dash, a 100-meter dash? I'll beat you no matter what the distance.
What are we doing?
I mean,
Something long distance. You're doing more like
Yeah.
a cross country thing. So,
So 100-meter dash?
no,
Uh,
that's
no.
no, more like a 5K.
you
or
still be
something.
at the end. You'd still be in sight of everyone.
I
More
don't
like a
know.
5K.
Fine. How about 5,000 meters?
Just say the whole hiking trail or
I hate all of
forest
you.
path.
So I take it, like, how far down? I guess, yeah. Are you gonna make the distance, the finish line?
I mean, Clue is gonna make the finish line wherever Hibara and Perry put the equipment, so he can actually get his stuff. So I don't know how far in the forest they would have gone.
I would presume they're not going to ambush at the finish line, but like halfway there.
Hmm.
So
That's why it should be the whole track. So then it
Yeah.
just comes all the way back to where everyone starts.
because if some people are going to go to the finish line and some people are going to stay at the
Yeah.
start line or whatever, I don't know. But yeah, we're wanting to ambush in the woods unseen. So yeah, we'll say like the whole forest track. Say it goes to a river, which is about say 2 kilometers away, and the ambush point's about 1 kilometer along the trail.
Meta question for Hibara: how's your survival?
It's one of her better skills.
Right, then as
Yeah,
they're
I think
walking
that might
down
be
the
her best
trail,
one.
and when Perry believes they can't be seen by the tower and the from the campus as a whole, he's going to take her bar out of his pocket, pet her, put her down, and say, "Let's find a good spot for the ambush."
She just looks up at him. Does he move or does he stand there?
I hate my life.
He's waiting for her to turn back into Hibara. Unless Hibara's going to isn't. Okay, he looks at her for a few moments and then forms the mental connection to go, yeah, I mean, we need to find a good place to ambush somewhere along this track where we won't be seen by the finish line or the campus.
Okay. She crawls up his leg, along his back, and onto his head.
This works too.
I hate it here.
And should I roll survival to like find this Christy?
Yep, go ahead.
Oops. Ignore the 10. Just well.
Okay, and sorry, remind me again what you were looking at. I was looking something up.
Trying to find a
Looking
good
for a
spot
good
the
place
ambush.
to.
Just a spot that
Yeah. I mean, it's not difficult to find that. So yeah, it's a very basic 10 roll. So yeah, you're able to find a place with cover.
all right. Then so does that take very long?
No, just a couple. Yeah, well, I mean, it takes a midlink. I don't know.
I mean, a
like
5K
how long
is
it
not a
takes.
short race.
Also,
So-
yeah. So
5K
you've got-
Well, I'm just trying to decide. Does it seem like it would be at a time where people
well, here's
are
the
running?
question: would you
Where-
want to find? You would find multiple places along the path. So would you want to do it early on? Would you want to do it in the middle, or would you want to do it near the end?
Sound about the middle, I
Middle
would say.
slash end, 3/4 of the way.
Yeah, so you can find something. I mean, it takes you a little while as get out there. It takes time to get out there to the middle, but you can find something in the middle when you get there.
All right. Then yeah, I guess we'll just hunker down
In the middle, and some cover.
in the
Cover
middle.
In the middle, yeah.
Okay.
In the
And be
middle with
sneaky.
you.
And then when
So I
Pilgrim's
have
running
two-
along,
Mm-hmm.
we
Okay.
can let him know that we've found a good spot. Just follow the trail.
Okay. And where is Baracus at this point? Baracus, I should say.
I mean, supposedly he's still in the lookout, like keeping an eye on the 2 Hexen that are still there.
They
Okay.
just
All right. Okay. So you're like keeping an eye on the 2 hags that are, or the 2.
Like I could like once the race is underway, I could try and distract them with some customer service commentary.
Okay. All right. Very good. Okay. All right. Yes. So, is there anything else? Thelvar is nearing the tower. Perry and Hibara are halfway through. Clue, you do see them as you identify, the finish line, and then how are you going to mark the finish line?
I mean, doesn't particularly have anything, so he's just gonna, just use his foot to just draw a line in the dirt. It's the
Okay.
best he can do.
All right. And then where do you go after that?
He's just gonna go. I'll go and stand somewhere around the middle. Make sure nobody's cheating by taking a detour or shortcut through the woods.
Okay. All right. Well, how are you going to let people know? Because everyone's still back at the starting line.
I mean, he's gonna run back, start telling people about where the finish is. Then he's gonna go. I'm gonna stay in the middle, make sure nobody does anything weird.
Okay. There's Azira. All right. So we'll have to kind of theater of the mind this since it's off the map. But yeah, you kind of line up at the front. Who is going to drop the handkerchief? Morgana will offer to do that because it's an attention-seeking behavior that she would like. So yes, she pulls out a scarf. So the way this is going to work is Mara, why don't you roll initiative for me? And then we'll figure out kind of like, back and forth between the two of you, the distance, right?
I can go the distance.
17. And what does she get? All right, 13. All right. So yes, at the start of the race, Morgana drops the handkerchief. What would you like to do, Mara?
Punch her in the face. No. Can I just run or sprint? How do I do that? So
I mean,
that's
you
just
can dash.
dash. That's what I meant.
Okay. Okay. So you're gonna do your full movement.
Yep.
Sorry, you're gonna double your movement.
Yes.
So you move ahead 60. She is also going to
80.
dash.
80.
80.
Monk.
Oh, okay. All right.
Where?
80?
Okay. So can someone ping where I should be on this map?
It's
Nowhere
theater of the
near
mind.
Oh,
It's
okay.
theater
so
of the
I'm just
mind
gonna
at
move
this point.
there. All right.
Yes. All right. So yeah, she dashes, but she only goes 60.
Mara dashes again.
Yep. She dashes again. And then she is up to 120, and you are at 40 ahead of her.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Mara just takes her full movement, just goes 40.
Okay. And I need you to do a wisdom saving throw.
Fuck. Oh, okay.
Woohoo. You are dominated.
What?
She's cast dominate person on you.
Oh, for the love of God.
So the spell save is the DC is wrong because this is a lower level adventure. So it was 16. So yes, she says, slow down.
Like,
Mara looks the
technically
bitch in
already
the eye.
did.
Mara did.
Oh, right. Well, no, stop. Sorry. Stop running.
Also, like, they're only like 200 feet out at this point. Like, everybody's starting like to still see this.
They're like 120 feet out, and Mara is farther along the path than that. She's closer, like 140, 50.
Mhm.
She so she bypassed me.
No. She was behind you.
Right.
Um,
And then I only went 40.
Yeah, it's
I-
a 60-foot range.
You were 40 feet in front of her.
Right.
You went 40. She went 60 and then cast dominate. So she was
Oh.
only 20 feet behind you
Wait,
at that
wouldn't
point.
she have only gone 30? Because dominate is an action. She can't dash.
Oh,
At 30 feet, but you'd slowed down. You didn't take your full movement.
I didn't.
And it's a
But she's
60
50
foot.
feet behind you instead
Mhm.
of us.
So she was within
which
range.
is in range, yes.
Yeah.
If you had dashed,
Mara-
you would have been able to do it.
So the second that happens, Mara like kind of jerks and goes, "Huh? Okay, this is fun. Oh, mommy, please."
Yes. She's like, just jog a little bit behind me now. So she keeps
Whatever
running.
you say, goddess.
What are you and your friends up to?
I have no idea what you mean. Bat.
You're not allowed to lie.
Well, Mara literally has no idea.
Mara would know that we were trying to race her.
Yeah, that's all Mara knows.
Does Mara know that there's a bunch of people up ahead?
No.
Oh, we told her extremely little.
Yeah, you guys told me jack shit.
She's like,
Ironically, Hibara told her the most. So good luck with that.
tell me what you've been doing today.
Well, I had my good berry.
Your good berry. You're
Yeah.
not eating the spa food.
Bitch, I know you put something in the food.
All right.
Uh,
Then what?
then my friends came to collect me. One said I had to race you, which I didn't know what that meant. And then they brought me to another friend, and that friend said, "Yes, you have to race her." And so here I am.
Are all your friends at the starting line?
I don't know. I mean,
Let's see.
I think they all were. But I didn't do a head count. I was too busy trying to convince you to race me because
Mhm.
you a punk ass bitch.
There's just that the tiefling you were with, but there were many other people in your party. I remember there's two druids. There's a mage.
Well, there's only one druid. The other druid isn't part of our party. Not yet, anyway. I'd like him to be part of our party. He's great. Also, I feel like he'd balance out Habara's like chaotic energy. He might balance out my chaotic energy too. Are we almost done? This is kind of tiring because I can't talk and run at the same time. I don't know
All
how
right.
you're doing it.
All right, I want you to be my bodyguard until we end the race. Let's go.
Okay.
That means attacking anyone who tries to attack me on this path. You get it?
Sawa.
All right, let's go. Yeah. So they're running up. You see Mara weirdly kind of like jogging. a little
Mara is
farther back.
actively twitching.
Lou's just like in the middle of the pack, just come on, Mara, just actually run. What are you doing? I have money on this. He doesn't, by the way. But it's a good excuse to look more animated than he usually does.
Blue, I need you see them within sight?
Mhm.
I need you to do a wisdom saving throw.
Although, I mean, she can't use dominant person on more than one person at a time because it's concentration.
It
Oh,
is.
that's true. Okay. All right. Fair enough. That is a very fair point. Let me try to see here. No, that's also concentration.
Also, don't I get
No,
to do another
no.
wisdom saving throw after each turn?
No,
No.
only after
It's-
someone pokes you.
Oh.
Yep. All right. She's like, all right, yeah. They jog on past you. And they jog on past you. Not very fast. Well, they're running, they're running at speed, they're not like sprinting, but they're going pretty fast.
Wait, can Mara sing? Like,
Let's see. Yeah,
Yeah,
how much
you are very friendly to her, basically.
Okay.
Like she's like
no,
your new
no,
favorite
it's just
person.
he can just issue direct commands, nothing else.
okay,
yeah,
so
you're
Mara,
still
so,
you
you,
to
but
do
you
something,
like
you
her a
have to
lot.
do it.
okay.
But you can't sing things like, yeah, you are friendly to her. Like she is your new best friend. You don't want her hurt. You're charmed by her.
Okay, so I
No,
can't be
that
like
would be charmed person. Dominate person is literally
No,
I
it
can tell
says
you what to do.
while the target
Yeah,
is charmed,
they're
you have a
charmed.
telepathic link as long as the two of you are on the same plane of existence, and you can use it to issue commands to the creature.
oh
Yeah, but-
well, fuck. So Mara can't sing one of her like songs to be like, I am currently being controlled.
No, you don't. You just love this woman suddenly. Like you
Okay.
wanted to beat her, but now you just love her for so. Like
Okay,
just
so
love running next to her.
as like they're running by, Mara goes, "No chance, no way, I won't say it. Oh no, wait, you sigh, you can't deny it. Oh, it's too cliche. I won't say I'm in love. Do 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 do.
I mean, you're still running, so you're gonna hit the ambush point.
I know, but like, hopefully, Clue figured out the I'm in love."
I mean, Clue was already suspicious considering you're behind her somehow, not running at full speed.
Yep. All right. So you can pass. You go run past Clue.
Yeah.
Both of you.
Yes.
Yep,
Well, we're
run.
singing.
All right. While you're singing, yeah, you move past the midway
No
point,
chance,
and
no way.
Harry and Hibara, you hear the sound of Mara singing coming closer.
Won't say it. Oh no. Give up or give in. Why deny it?
Oh.
It's too.
Perry, we have to stop. Perry. And Hibara.
Mara's just gonna continue singing until somebody says something.
Hibara gets off of Carrie and transforms back.
Into Hibara. Okay. You're back to your druid, your elf shape. And what are you going to do? They're coming up.
Get ready with hold a spell until he comes in range. Oh wait, let me double check that spell range. That might have already happened. Okay, 30 feet. Yeah.
All right, so you're going to be within 30 feet. Okay,
Yeah.
Perry, are you also with Hibara within 30 feet of the path?
With 14 passive perception, would Perry be aware that Hibara is holding a spell?
Oh, I will say also hide.
Yeah, I mean, are
We're
you
doing
right
this
next
while
to?
hiding. Yeah,
Okay,
we're
are
right
you-
next to Perry.
Yeah, so Perry, you'd be able to watch her do her
Oh yeah, so he's
somatic.
just going to have his blades ready to throw whenever, sorry, once the spell goes.
Okay. All right,
Oh, wait.
and next up. All right, so then okay, they're coming up. I'll say that they're coming. Oh, I actually let me roll. Your stealth was 12,
22.
22. Okay.
It's passed without trace, and just I also
Yeah.
I've also using the Homer Simpson
Yeah.
meme on her.
Yep. She rolled well, but she doesn't see you.
Good.
So right,
Do you want
they're coming
Perry
in
to
within
roll as
range.
So you know what she So you know what she gets. So I guess Perry could roll. Like,
I mean, yeah, but he has a plus 20
Perry.
right now, so
well? Yeah, that is true.
I feel like it's unnecessary against an 18, to be honest.
I mean, he could still roll a 1.
No, that's still a 21. That still beats 18.
Okay.
I mean, you can roll just to show off, but it doesn't really
Yeah.
matter much.
So how hidden is Perry?
What was your stealth check?
A 30.
30.
Pretty.
He is a
pretty hidden.
ghost.
So she doesn't see us.
Mhm.
Then as soon as she was within 30 feet of us,
Should I also roll perception?
Please.
Roll perception since I'm her bodyguard now.
Oh yeah, why don't you go ahead? I mean, they're really well hidden.
I
But you
mean,
can go
can
ahead and
you
roll
beat a
perception.
22?
I don't think so.
nope.
But
No.
you can. All right. And so what spell do you cast? Oh, infestation.
Yep. Bees. A swarm of
Bees.
bees materialize and attack her.
All right.
And she's in
Constitution
front of
saving
Mara,
throw.
so.
Yep. Nothing.
Oh,
Yeah.
Ah! So
All right. So now I need a
5
D4.
poison damage.
Okay.
And nope, she's gonna move whatever direction west. I already have it built in.
Uh,
Also,
actually,
don't
keep
forget
the-
the con check for the dominate person of this.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep. And now I was just about to say that.
Okay. So that was a moving. I don't know west. I don't know what direction
To
on the
the
path is.
left.
It
Moves
would
5
be
feet
She
to the
makes
left.
hers.
towards the
Yeah, it's
start.
fine.
Don't worry, because
Um,
Perry's got going to attack now.
Okay.
Also, surprise means you have advantage on this, don't you? oh, she's gonna have a bad time.
Right.
Okay.
5.
Clicking on advantage.
Oh,
Clicking-
she got a 4 on the movement. Oh, okay. I see. It rolls it for you. All right. Okay. Yep. Go ahead and make your attack.
Yep, just make sure I click the right psychic blades.
Take my life.
Wow, that took ages. 13.
Yeah. Nope, that does not hit.
No.
That sucks.
Right. And so yeah, so a swarm of bees come out of the woods, and are on her, and are attacking, or are swarming her. And she's just like, ah. Okay, so you got the higher roll, Mara. She is being attacked by I do these bees. She can attack them back, right? Is there a way to?
No, they just last
No,
for
they're
6
just
seconds.
gone.
Oh, it's just a
They're just
one-off.
bees.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay, it's not like a swarm, like an.
Yeah,
infestation.
no, they just come at you, sting you, and are gone.
All right. Yeah, they keep moving. They just like run, like a. Well, I guess she's moving. I didn't think of the. It's not like it's a map where there's a direction, because this is theater of the mind. So I was thinking that they were traveling east to west. I'm sorry, traveling west to east. Let's
So,
see.
yeah,
What
she just
what's-
suddenly turns around and runs back.
turns around, starts running toward the. Yeah, because
Running
if
towards
we go
school
by the.
again. Who's
Yeah.
that?
It's
Sorry.
only 1 square.
Yeah, so it's like 5 feet.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah,
all
it's
right.
just 5 feet. It's a 5 foot.
5 feet back. All right.
We have Mara
Um,
roll dexterity to see if she gets out the way.
It wasn't directed at Mara, so she
No.
wouldn't have been.
Nope.
Also, she probably would have been like diagonally behind her, not directly behind her.
Yeah, she's kind of like running one step in a submissive, sort of position
Mhm.
in the run. So
And
she kind of
she's still
backs up
fucking
5
under
feet.
control.
Yeah, she like backs up 5 feet, and like Mara, you stop and you jog backwards, to stay one behind her heel. As she does.
Concentration check from the bees.
Yeah, ready.
Yeah,
done
she
that.
made a
She
20.
rolled a
It's a
fucking
20.
20.
Yeah.
Mara is like Mara's like chomping at the bit. Like you could see that there's like clearly it's like a stallion trying to be broken. It's like I don't like this. I don't like it at all. But you got a bit in my mouth and I'm not happy about it.
All right, I'm gonna have her roll perception to see if it's psychic blades, right? I'm gonna see because it's not like you're throwing a physical knife at her, but I want to just see if she noticed that something came
I
besides.
think
bees.
attacking always breaks stealth. I think it's one of the.
Okay, all right,
base
yes.
rules.
So she knows she would know she's under attack now from
Mhm.
somebody in
Yes.
the woods. All right. She's gonna say to you, Mara, defend me, get me back to the spa. So you start
Mara
running back
goes
toward
to
you, Clue.
okay, so Mara does the one thing she thinks she can do and goes and picks the lady up.
No. She's like, oh, no, get off me. I can run myself. That's undignified. I don't want to be carried. That's not
Bitch,
strong.
what do you want from me?
I want to beat you is what I want. So we're gonna go back and you're gonna tell them that hurry up. We've only got a little bit of time left. We're gonna go back and tell them that I won the race.
Oh, okay. So are we gonna
We're
go
about
forward?
5 rounds now. No, we're going back. Come on. This isn't danger. This is dangerous. Something just came at me. Come on. We're going back to the start line.
Okay.
Are they still on the path doing this? Because
Yeah, because I mean, if like a round is going ahead, like Clue's running after it, he's gonna start doing shit.
We are only 30 feet away from the area, so we
Mhm.
definitely hear all of this.
Oh yeah. I mean, you hear
Oh,
her
yeah,
yelling about the
because-
bees and yelling at Mara, and it's like she's like, something just came at me. I swear to God, I was just attacked. And this is this is funky.
I
she's
mean,
in rage.
how far is she from Clue right now?
Damn it!
Also, technically, I can't do that with a
He's
ready
not
action
on
because it takes a
target.
bonus.
Right.
Well,
I'm gonna say that they're heading toward you, but they're like 60 feet away and coming toward you.
in that
'Cause-
case, Clue is gonna start by trying to cast Chill Touch on her.
Oh my god!
The sneak doesn't go off. That's
Damn
Okay.
That's still
I don't
18.
get that from spells. But it's still 18 damage.
Sorry. Lovely.
Okay.
And another concentration check.
Yep.
Like,
And
would you
then-
send us Sparkus? Or Baracas?
Oh, that's roll 20 Durban on the spell thing.
So,
The show spell description.
No, this time it wears off. So Mara, you feel yourself coming too.
Oh, you fucking bitch and asshole ass!
Clue is also gonna get in 30 feet of her and just.
Wait. You've already done your attack.
I mean,
You can get within 30 feet, but
Yeah, within 30 feet, and I use my bonus action to give Perry advantage next time when he tries to hit her.
all right.
Mara is fuming. She's like, you dare dominate me? You have the gall. And she's just, and takes her foot and just goes ahead and, which one do I forgot which one. I think it's this one.
Are we spotting?
Yep.
Just, oh wait, nope, wrong one. Take out the rage.
Take off the rage, just the bludgeoning.
Yeah, and just kicks her and be like, you piece of shit. You
Okay.
never do that. That is unsportsmanlike.
All right. How much damage did you do in total, Clue?
I did 18 damage necrotic.
Okay. Thank you.
The sneak didn't count because
Okay, right.
magic.
All right. So that was your turn, Mara. Then in the lineup, she's gonna scream out with her free action, treason! I'm gonna get my sisters. And she becomes invisible.
Look who the chicken is. scaredy
I
cat.
assume I have no way. I don't see any footstep or hear any crunching leaves or anything that would actually allow me to
No.
figure out where she is.
While she is doing this, she leaves no physical evidence of her passage. Yeah, so you can't track her by just looking at the ground.
Okay. Yeah, I
I'm
don't
gonna
have-
finish the race.
Yeah, why not? Our entire plan just came unraveled.
No, it didn't. She's gonna go get her sisters. I'm gonna make it to the front and say, well, bitch vanished and dominated me. She is a scale. And Mara books it.
The whole point was to. Oh, bye.
Yeah. Well, guess we're gonna need to fucking try and do this with just regular violence, then I suppose. Barry, give
All
me
right.
my shit.
Oh,
Hey, we need to pause, because we got to go back to Thelvar and Baracus, because they're both at the tower. So yeah, we're gonna put a pin in that. All right. So she's disappeared. She got a couple attacks. She's definitely wounded, but she used her hag magic to get the fuck out of Dodge. And you guys are, deeper in the woods. All right. All right. Thelvar. Yeah. So far, as far as you know, like no one saw you, and you
Mhm.
got to that side of the tower. Baracus, would you have been kind of keeping an eye on this?
Yes. And I'm thinking, maybe Baracus could, use this time to make some enchantment or spell to confuse these two remaining, witches.
All right. What would you like to do?
I think we have confusion, which is pretty cool. This one.
Okay. All right. So, I mean, do you want to kind of talk out what you? I don't want you to cast a spell and then not understand like the implications or so. In terms of, so you've got a crowd of people here, including two hags, some customers or whatever. I think there's nobody else in the party that's still back at the starting lineup, right? Except you. You're the only one there. Right.
Yeah.
So who are you thinking of targeting?
I want to stay close to the witches and the doggo. They're like pretending to have a conversation and cast the spell like very sneakily, if it's possible. I don't know if they can do that.
So
You would
to
need
do the
subtle
spell,
casting.
yeah. So on this says components. This is VSM. It means it's verbal. You have to speak. You have to somatic move your body, and it requires material. So if you were to do that in broad daylight with other people around, they would see exactly what you're doing.
Yeah. You
Now,
can't
there is
whisper
something-
your spell. You need to say it loudly.
Mhm.
Essentially, you have to. Whenever you use magic, you need to essentially yell.
Okay. So that's not an option then.
That's what I want. I understand exactly where you. Yeah, I want you to. Yeah, that's why I wanted to explain like all the mechanics, so you made an informed choice and not do something and then go, I didn't know that was happen. So
Exactly. So that's not an option. Sorry, because I'm a newbie, so you gotta explain
Yeah.
everything.
that's what we brought you in for, so that we can indoctrinate you into the cult.
So yeah. I mean,
Now, you
had
don't
my
have to do
I had my
magic.
character picking up mushrooms and stuff, so he can sneakily drug people if the case would be. But I don't see anything in the character sheet.
Yeah, you can
Yeah.
also like in your sheets you have the ability to persuade, right? You can be deceptive maybe depending on what your abilities are. So if you wanted to try to do a persuasion roll to keep people occupied with your charming conversation, or a performance roll, kind of like you put on an act, not everything has to be magic. You can use your character's other aspects as well to try to solve problems.
Yeah, persuasion. Okay, let's do a roll then.
Okay, so you've got a lot of options. Are you?
Oh,
I'm gonna wait. I want you to describe like who you're going to try to persuade and what you're going to try to do, and then give me the roll, and then I'll tell you to give me the roll.
Okay,
So
I
there's
think I'm going for green one with Dogo, and I'm gonna try to
Okay.
complain about the food and trying to get her to. Are you sure this is healthy? Like I'm not sure if this is fully vegan. The options. I'd like to take a look
Is
at the
it gluten
pantry.
free?
Yeah, I'm gonna be an absolute liberal and go complain, and I'm gonna play the liberal, my character, and go like, I'm gonna go full customer service, like,
Okay.
and Now that you're here, and I see you a lot on the in the kitchen, I notice, that my vegan options taste funny when I eat them, and I'm not really sure if this has like a lot of soy in it or the products are second quality. Could you please show me to the pantry where the options are? Because now that I have you here, I should definitely tell you, and I would plead you to show me exactly what you do in that kitchen, because the taste is so funny. It's so strange, and it made me a little bit sick.
All right. So yes, now go ahead and give me a persuasion roll.
Okay, let's try.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you do it again.
Yeah, no problem. Because I was like, okay, that's what I gotta click. I'm gonna click it. Where was this? Persuasion is not very high on my character, but
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah. All right. So she's like, well, a lot of the herbs come from the woods themselves. And I know this ground is infused with fey magic. That's one of the reasons why we're so excited to be able to serve the food with the herbs here, because it's really amazing when the fey magic gets it, like how you got into the pool and it was all, your skin got a little bit nicer and you felt a bit more relaxed. Well, the toxins, the water in the herbs comes through the things, and it goes into your body. And a lot of times it's that sickness is just, it's toxins coming out. You're probably not used to it because you're not used to eating fey infused food. That's probably it. But yeah, if you want to come by, and see some meals, you can definitely stop by my kitchen. Morty and I would love to have you for dinner.
This is the thing, keeping a dog in a kitchen. I don't know if this is a very sanitary condition.
Oh, Morty's the most gorgeous dog in the world, aren't you, Morty? Oh, yes, he can't leave my side. He is my sight dog. I do need him. We do have checks from the inspectors, and everything is kept very, very clean. He never jumps on the counter. He's very well behaved. He stays 4 paws on the ground. In fact, I'd say he's cleaner than, some people.
Well, why don't you show me right now?
Oh, well, we have to figure out how the race is going to end. But afterwards...
These things are not really that important. I came by just to, figure out what to do with my time. But I think this is way more important now that I have you here. So I'd rather, as a customer, be in peace with the fact that you have a clean kitchen and everything is up to specs right now. Because honestly, I'm kind of freaking out.
All right, so I'm going to put a pin in that.
Yep.
But good, we got some role playing. I felt like Have was just sitting being quiet, so I'm glad that we got you to actually talk for a little bit. But before we go off on that tangent and go into the kitchen with Morty and Auntie Scary Spice. All right, so Thelvar, where are you? You're on the outside of the tower. What would you like to do?
Thelvar is going to misty step into the painting room.
Okay. Let me get that up here.
The painting room on the top.
All right. So, no, that's the wrong room. Let's see. You're in. Okay. This is one of those weird things where like the ground level is on a different map, right? Oh no, that's the second and third floors. That is the ground floor. Never mind. I tell a lie.
Yeah,
I
we
will
were-
move you back. Sorry, I'm getting my spaces mixed up. All right. Yep. I see this. Okay. So, yeah. Let me just check if there's anything that would prevent you from misty stepping in. Nope. All right. So as you appear in this room, let me see. Actually, I think this person is not there right now. There is a magical light that is illuminating this room. Inside, there is an oversized chair, heavy curtains that are covering the windows, and a large ornate wooden chest, as well as there are no paintings in. Hold on.
The paintings are on the top floor, if I remember.
Yeah,
correctly.
yep. There are no paintings in this room, but there is a wooden chest.
Yeah, I was misty stepping into the painting room.
Yeah, but it's on a different floor.
It's still within 30 feet, and I can still see the window, so I can see inside the window to
Oh,
misty
okay.
step inside it.
All right. Okay. All right. So it's this one here.
No,
Piles of
that one
straw.
doesn't have any window. This
Oh
is the
yeah,
third floor, and then this
with a
is the second.
window. Yeah, with a second, but there's no. The one you'd
Well,
have to
if
go
there's-
into is this one.
Yep. Okay.
So you go into that room
Yep.
on the second floor. All right, hold on 1 second. Boop. Boop. Okay. As you musty step into the room, a dark scent fills your nose, because the air here is of a well-used kitchen. You see 3 tables standing in the room, one of which is covered with various vegetables and strange-looking cuts of meat. A wood stove burns brightly against the far wall, and a statue of a winged elf stands in the corner, its face carved into an open smile. An elderly dwarf stands before the stove, his hands tremble as he tries to lift the heavy pot. And yes, so you appear, and as you sort of like, step into the room, or Misty step into the room, the elderly dwarf, I would assume, notices you and goes, oh, what are you doing? Oh, and that's it.
Don't mind me. I have permission to be here. I'm just gonna go through here now.
So I need you to roll a perception check.
Perception, there it is.
So the elderly person, the elderly dwarf, keeps looking over at the statue of that elf, while it's sort of like looking at you, and it looks at the statue, and it looks at you, and it looks at the statue. It's like, oh my, I don't think you're supposed to be here. And then glances back over at that smiling elf statue.
Of course I am. Of course I am. As I say, don't mind me. I'm just going through here. I was told I could look at the paintings.
I wouldn't do that if I were you. And looks over at the statue again. And this is really a staff-only area. And looks over at the statue again with his eyes, and sort of like leans his head a little bit toward the statue.
Just ignores him and opens the door. to the
All right,
meeting
you can
room.
go ahead, and we're going to roll initiative.
Of course we have.
Because as you reach for the door, oh, I got a good one. Let me get the counter up. Clear this now. Can you roll again, and I'll add it as a 24 once your name is in there. Just roll initiative one more time.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, how come? It's not. All right, I'll just do it by hand. And 24. I don't think it's going to beat it. Oh, God, why are roll 20 being so crap? Not 42. Although that would be exciting. 524? No. All right.
Yeah, he's not letting me select my token.
Yeah, we had this problem on Saturday night. We ended up having to roll all of basically everything by hand. Oh, yeah, you get a first turn. Although it's going to get a surprise round on you because you didn't know it was coming. So, yeah, that smiling elf in the corner transforms into a gargoyle. Flies over to you and will attack you with a 2, 1 bite, 1 claws. All right. 16 and a 13, which I doubt. Oh, you're not
Yep.
wearing armor.
Yes, I am.
How? Okay.
I got all my gear out the chest, and then I cast disguise self on myself
Okay,
to appear
that's
in
right.
the bathrobe.
Yeah. All right.
For when
I
the
remember now.
cleaning staff
Yep.
come.
I got it. All right. Okay. Yep. So no hits there.
Okie dokie. In that case,
You should try redropping Thelvar's token. Ohana.
yeah, one moment. Let's see if I can redrop Thelvar on. Yeah, I've got one I can move now.
Okay. Is that the one? Did I move the right one? Okay.
Yeah, that's my one.
All right. Okay.
Oh well, I suppose I'll just hit them with a Thunderwave.
Okay. Constitution saving throw. Makes it. So does it take, what does it, does it take anything?
Half, I believe.
The failed save.
Half as much.
Yeah. Okay. So it will take 4.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Okay, then its turn. This is just going to be a whack-a-mole. So
I'll also point out, Christy, that that's a giant explosion that can be heard up to
Also,
300 feet away.
Oh.
also,
It's a 15 by 15 cube, so the dwarf has to take it as well.
Yes.
ah, okay. All right. So dwarvy dwarf here.
He takes 8.
All right. He is dead.
R.I.P. dwarf.
Shocked.
That's in chat.
All right. Killed the commoner. Let me, yeah, just do that. Okay. All right. But yes, thunderous force
Mhm.
emits a boom audible out to 300 feet.
Yep,
Yeah, so
Everybody heard
Javi,
that.
Javi, you're not going to get to the kitchen.
That's what it
Um,
like.
All right. This is a mess. All right.
I also get a bonus attack with the rapier thanks to spell combat.
Okay.
So,
However, I am now going to have to add in. I'll just put M for one of them and anti for the other. I'll just hold on. Do. Where am I? Oh, they're on the other page. All right. I'll just do a straight initiative, a d20 for both of them just to figure out the order. So 7 and 1. All right. I'll put them in the right descending order now because yes. Oh, wait. Saith is there too, isn't he? All right. Roll for Saith because he was down there as well and he got a 12. Okay, and order. All right. So you had a bonus action to do what?
attack with the rapier.
Okay. Is it a +1 rapier or a regular rapier?
Regular rapier.
Okay. Right. Go ahead and make your attack. Yes. All right. So you hit, but you notice that it doesn't quite do as much damage as you would do if it were flesh.
Mhm.
Okay. So at this point, I don't like being on 2 maps. This is annoying, but I have to go. Sorry, I'll take you guys back. I hope I don't get you seasick doing this. But so then it's Saith's turn. Saith hears a sound, obviously.
Suggestion, Christy. You
Yep.
could use the room where Belvar's token is currently, since it's a mirror of the room upstairs, and we just treat it as the room upstairs.
Oh, I see what you mean. Like basically put Belvar here, but then I need to get
Well,
them up
Tharval's
the-
token's already is there. Just treat that room as the room that's above the room that you see
Yeah,
currently.
it would be there though.
Mhm.
Well, I know mirror. So
No,
like follow
that's
the
it's too,
stairs.
it's
So
too
yeah,
much.
Belvar would be there. It's fine. It's fine. I
Okay,
just
I'm just gonna do their
suggested
movement
to not
here.
swap
Yeah,
back and forth.
it's all. I'm already overwhelmed. So trying to figure out where is Saith. Where did Saith go? Where is his? I thought. Okay, that was his token. He was meant to be here. The acolyte was supposed to be over there. All right, so he's gonna do his movement, which is like 5. Get in there. It's gonna take him. I'll say it's gonna take him a little bit to open up the door. Auntie, Morty, Morgana. All of a sudden, yeah, so Javi, there is a big boom that comes from the tower you're standing next to.
Yeah.
And Morgana yells, get inside. And you see everyone basically like start moving to the tower, right? That's the three, the dog, the two elves, and their assistant Saith all rush toward the front door. I think
Yeah,
that is,
so
yep.
I got a question. Like
Yeah.
I can go for that confusion spell now and make a run for the chapel where supposedly my stuff is, because my character is absolutely naked right
Yep.
now, right?
Yeah. I mean,
you
other
got a
than your
robe and
spa
twig.
equipment. Yeah, you've got your robe on kind of thing. So to do a confusion spell would be your action, and then you would have up to 30 feet of movement. Or I guess I'm assuming you have a standard movement of 30
Yeah,
feet.
different
Or if you
standard
wanted
30.
to, you could use your action to basically dash, and that would double your movement. So you would get there faster.
What dash? What dash is?
Yeah. So dash is an
So
action.
it's an action.
Okay.
And dash
Less.
allows you to forego as your action, you just double your speed for that round, but you don't do any attacks or spells or anything else. You basically just spend your round moving.
Mhm.
Yeah, but getting them into confusion would give me the time to.
I'm not telling you
make
what to
a
do.
run
I'm
for
just
it.
telling you what your options are.
Okay. Okay.
Because there's a chance that you could cast your spell and it wouldn't work.
Okay.
So, and then you could only go 30 feet, which means you might not get to her until the next round. So these are your options, right? You can
They're
either,
busy. They're busy with the boom, right? Anyway, so
they're all
supposed
looking
to
at the
go for it.
tower, not paying any attention to you whatsoever. Yeah.
I'm
But
gonna
you
read.
don't,
I'm gonna read the spell. See how it goes.
okay, so who are you targeting with your spell?
I mean, it's supposed to be like a radial spell, the confusion. Let me
Let
see.
me see. Yeah, I think you put it out there, right?
Range
Confusion
90
90
feet.
feet. Each creature in a 10-foot sphere centered on a point. Yes. So it's since they're all rushing toward the door, you would be able to do it for all of them right now.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, I stay in place while they run for the door, so I can aim the spell towards the door, so I can have like a little bit of leeway to run away, and they shouldn't catch me.
Okay.
So how do you click on it, or
You just say, yeah, I'm casting confusion.
confusion?
Okay.
There it is.
Yeah, so you got that's just the instructions. So now you can see on there that each of the creatures will have to do a wisdom saving throw, and that's like about 4 sentences in. And then at the bottom in all caps, it says spell save DC 13. So they have to make a 13 or higher to overcome your spell. And if they roll lower, then they are confused.
Okay.
Okay.
So
yep, I have to get all their sheets up now. So let's see. I think I'll just do this one by one. So this is a wisdom saving throw. Yes, just check. This is the dog. He does not make it. Morgana. She does. Saith. Oh, wrong sheet. Okay. Wisdom. He does not. Saith is confused. And Auntie. Okay, so the 2 hags make it, the other 2 don't. So what is the, okay, so,
Lots of D8s talking.
sorry.
Damn.
Yes, can't take reactions, must roll a D10 at the start of its turn to determine its behavior. Okay, so I'm gonna need to refer to this in a couple minutes when it is their turn. I'm also going to put you in the turn order because I didn't know you were acting and that was my bad. So I'm going to stick you and you went after Thalvar, right? I'm just going to put you in there now since I didn't have you roll and that was my bad. Come on. Oh, it didn't. Come on, roll 20. There we go. Okay. All right, so that was your spell. Is there anything else you would like to do with your turn?
Make a run for it. Basically, I need
Okay,
to
well,
run.
yeah, you can do your full 30 movement, but you can't dash. So where are you stood right now?
At the kind of at the tower-ish where the
Do you have your character token up?
it's yeah.
Oh,
that one.
there. Okay, yep. So that's 6 squares. Basically, is 30 feet.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yep, you
Not
can move
very
die.
far.
And
Yeah.
push Q, it'll show you. So that's what I do.
Yeah, there's also snap tools we can show you that allow you to like drag. I think you can go a bit further than that. I think you can go to here. You're here, right?
Yeah.
About there. So yeah, 30 feet. You can go 2 squares forward more.
Okay.
And that I did that by going on the icon thing on the side where there's like an arrow and a drawing paint. There's one that looks like a Q but turned upside down, like the Q is facing at the top. That's if you click on that one and turn it blue, you can just hold your thing. Don't do that, people. That's not helpful. That doesn't explain how it works. It just shows what it does.
That's what happens when you push Q. I was wondering if that's what it did. But that's how it is.
Yeah. I still find it weird that it like shows it to everybody, but
Yeah.
Okay, so Saith is confused, and then at the end of his turn, it gets to do another. He gets to do another wisdom saving throw. So suddenly he's just like, "Yeah, I can't remember. Should he go into this door or to the other door? What does he do on an 8? On doesn't move or take actions on a 7
beat
or
the shit
8.
out
Oh
of
no,
somebody.
he uses his
attacks.
attacks randomly with a creature within his reach. Okay, so I guess one who's around him. 1, 2,
Everyone?
3. Yep. I'm just trying to figure out. I can't be bothered to type roll D3, so I'm just going to do this. 1, 2,
Before and
3.
hope it's not a 4.
Okay, he's going to try to swing out at Morgana. Now I have to bring up his sheet. Let's see. What does he have? He doesn't have any weapons on him. He doesn't have a spear. Okay, I guess it's the best he's gonna be able to do. So he'll cast fire attack, yeah. And he gets he goes after Morgana with a fire ray. And he gets her for 11. Well, yeah, he does 11 damage. Now let me get her sheet up. Can we check? What she's got. All right. And she, she screams out, "Saith, what are you doing?"
I mean, I think the description did say melee attack specifically.
Oh, it's not okay. Well, he doesn't. Okay, if it's a melee attack, then that won't work. So what do you do for an unarmed strike? Is it just a straight up D20?
I think it's a D20 plus strength, and then you just
And then
Oh,
strength
okay.
and damage.
Okay, all right. So let me redo that because it's a melee, not a spell, and his strength. He's not that bad actually. Oh, but that doesn't matter. He's not going to do it. Yeah, and so he does a swing and misses entirely. Also get him a chance to do his other saving throw at the end of his turn because that was his attack. He's not going anywhere. And wisdom saving throw. All right, he was able to shake it off. Like Morgana yells at, like, "What are you doing?" And she, kind of startles him out of the confusion. Doggo needs to roll a D8.
Then it's a D10
Ah.
for
It's a D10.
yeah, not D8.
D10. Oh, okay. Sorry. Okay, my bad. I roll a D10.
It's hard to roll a 9 or a 10 on a D8.
I didn't get that far down in the instructions, so okay, 5. This time, what does Morty do?
It doesn't do anything.
Nothing.
Okay, doesn't move or
Just
take an
sits
action.
there.
Just like sits and doesn't want to go into the house. All right. But he also can then, I mean, it's a dog. I don't know how he is for wisdom saving throws, but he gets a chance. It's fair system. Morty gets a chance too. Right. Yeah, he's not terrible. +1.
And he saves.
And he also kind of shakes it off, just sort of sits for a bit and gets a bit distracted and then shakes it off. All right. Then next up, I guess we got Morgana since, yes. So she's Saith. She like pushes Saith out of the way and goes, I'm going to say it's going to take like half her movement to open the door and then to get across the hallway. Auntie will be right on her heels getting to the stairs. Okay. All right. Then we are back. Who's M? Morty. Okay. Gargoyle. Gargoyle will attack you again, Belvar, with another bite, which just a little gargoyle. Nope, and a claw. Oh, that one will hit though. With its claw, it slashes out at you, and you take 10 slashing damage.
Okay. Right, and with that, Thelvar just looks over to the door and dashes through it and closes it behind him and examines the paintings to figure out a way to like destroy them and dispel the magic. Hello,
Christine?
I'm sorry, I was muted. I muted because I had to like clear my throat, and then when I was talking at you, and you like, so apologize. Yes. So what? Well, let me describe what you see first. Piles of straw and moth-eaten blankets have been set out up in this area as rough beds, and broken furniture and garbage is scattered around. In contrast to the squalor, 4 fine paintings hang along the curved outer wall. Each one is hauntingly beautiful, but also strangely unnerving to look at. All right, so the paintings are on the wall.
Mhm.
And then there are also some, I guess I have to move you over. They kind of draw on what the room looks like. So yeah, you get some like just natty beds and then paintings on the walls. So I'll let you do like a free action in this turn. Like, are you going to like use an action to try to stare, like look at the paintings? Do you want to use an action to try to get them down? What would you like to do?
I want to use action to figure out what I can do to kind of like break their magic.
All right, if you
So,
go ahead and
Arcana
give me
check?
yep, give me an Arcana check. All right.
17?
Now that you see the paintings and have a chance to look at some of the magic that's been weaved into them, you think that you could try some brute force, but otherwise you would need you would want at least an hour to sit down with them and really have a look at them. If it wasn't just going to be, you're going to chance it just trying to break them apart, you would have to, which you think you could, just physically try to attack them. But otherwise, this is the kind of magic. It's going to take you a while, and I'm going to say a really good roll to know everything about them.
Okay. Can I then grab Silvare's painting off the wall and like run back towards the door?
Not in this turn. So you've done your turn to like look at them, and you can move closer to her painting, but like that's it for this turn.
Okie dokie.
Okay. Auntie. All right. What's Auntie going to do? Let me see. Hold on. All right, you're on the second floor. Yeah, I think she's going to, let's see. Sorry, I was like not expecting y'all to do this. All right. Okay. So you're in this room now. All right, we'll do the mirror thing. And so there's these two. This is all one space. That wall doesn't exist. And boop. Oh, gotta get it on the right layer. All right, and a gargoyle. You don't, all right, you hear people coming up the steps. And then in the other room, it goes quiet. Oh, Baracus, sorry. Yeah, Baracus, your turn.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna make a run for it. Still, I need to get to. temple.
You can go ahead and do 60 feet now if you want to dash for your turn.
Yeah. Where's the dash thing? Oh, damn it! I think
Oh
I
no,
lost.
there's no dash. Just move it.
Don't need to roll it. You just take
Okay.
double movement.
We on the
Yeah.
other
I need
page.
to see the well.
So you would be able to get to with 60 feet. You could get to there if you were aiming to get into the shrine, like you
Okay.
somehow.
It's time to talk to my friend and say it's time and gather our stuff and gear up.
How are you doing that?
Getting into the temple.
Oh, your friend in the temple, not your. Yes. Well,
Yes.
you can only get to about this. You're not in the temple yet. You can move 60 feet. Sorry, what was that?
We on the wrong page.
Oh, I'm
Yeah,
sorry. I'm
we're
sorry.
on the other map, so I don't see anything.
Yeah, you
There you go.
don't see anything. That's my bad. All right, you can get to 60 feet is here.
But there's no way to clear out like the entrance or something and just storm in. Kick the.
This is all boarded off. I mean, there is no. I mean, you could get to. Yes, you could get to here, but then you would have to like break the door open,
Or they could dive through the window.
or you could dive through the window and see how you do. But I don't think you can do all that in one movement because it's going to take you, like 50 feet to get to the window, and that would require you to dash to get there in one turn. So you have 30 feet of movement and an action, or you can use your action to double your movement. So what would you like to do?
I'm gonna dash and get there, and
Okay,
maybe
yeah.
scream at my friend that like it's time. Anyway, the stash with the stuff should be also in the temple.
Yeah. Well, the stash. What stash with the stuff in the temple?
I mean, our gear.
Yeah, the gear for Brackus was put.
Oh, in the temple.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. So your gear is in the besides your magic potion, the things you needed for your confusion, your components.
I can go to the door and tell my friend it's time. Let's get the gear, and my friend would maybe come out of the temple and by herself, and we can go back into helping these people at the tower later.
Okay,
on.
so for
Sure.
this turn, you can get there, and then as a free action, you can shout to her if you want. So a free action is like speaking. It might be dropping a weapon or picking a weapon up, and so you could use your action to dash 50 feet
Dash,
to the entrance,
exactly,
and then your
tell
free
my friend,
action, to shout out to Silvari that
Like-
it's time.
Silvari, come out! It's time. and yeah, okay, that's my role play.
Yeah, that's great.
So-
So did the people in the woods hear the
Yeah,
Thunder?
that's a good. Yeah,
And
although they
probably.
are way out. Okay, so I guess
yeah.
it is 300 feet. So I'm gonna say yes, 300 feet. Yeah, I think that was like they would be able to hear it echoing. And if y'all want to start dashing back, you can do that. But I'm gonna say, what do they do? Hibara
We were
dashed
about 200 feet away.
twice. Yes, I think that sounds about right. Yeah, because
Mhm.
Mara dashed twice, and so she was 160, and then another 30 or 40 or something. So 200 sounds about right, and within the range of the 300 of the boom. Yeah, so
Plus, we
y'all
would
hear
have
'em
been walking back.
heading back
after
a little bit.
Lady
Yes,
Wit
after the attack.
Yeah,
disappeared,
she
yeah.
would have been. Blue would have grabbed like his weapons and just bolted after her.
All right, so here's what I'm going to do. I am going to say that I will do one more round here, and then actually no. I'll tell you what. We can do 2 rounds, and then at the second round, because after the boom, I assume I'll say y'all would have been like, "Oh shit!"
Probably.
You're right. There wasn't supposed to be any booming.
Exactly.
And you would start dashing at that point once you were alerted. So I'm going to have 2 rounds go here, and then next time we will add you to the second when you all arrive in 2 rounds. However, given that it's 9:45, we'll do the 2 rounds between Thelvar and Baracus right now here, and then we will start the next session with the fight proper. Yeah.
Sounds good.
Okay, excellent. So Baracus just went. Yes. Safe is also going to be like all kinds of sneaky.
Safe's
Um,
still confused.
No, he made a
No,
save
no one's
after.
confused.
Yeah, they made their saves after they had one round of confusion. So nobody noticed Baracus kind of like running away. And then by the time he was shouting at the tower, they were sort of like getting to
Inside. Yep.
yeah. So that was Gargoyle gets another couple swings at you. Oh no, because it's in the other room. All right.
Mhm.
Yes. So Felvar, it is like eerily quiet outside.
Mhm.
Now, and you have another round with the paintings.
Okay, I'm gonna yeet the painting off the wall and run towards the other door. Because I'm assuming the gargoyle is gonna come following me through that door. I want to dash through the other one.
There is okay. All right, the two doors here. Okay. You want to head toward this door
So
on that
yeah.
side?
So I'm assuming her painting's gonna be in the middle there. So I got to the painting last turn, grab it off this time, run to the door. Probably don't have time to open it, but I can do that next turn. Which will
Okay.
be about the time that they're arriving up the top of the
Stairs.
tower. Yes.
Yes. All right, Baracus. Yes. So you get there and you start to see, like the movement. You can see Silvari yells out in her Medusa voice. I'll put on. I'll cover my eyes, and so she kind of like it looks down. You see her. Let me see if I can. Did I put her on this one? I think I did, didn't I? Yeah. She comes over in this area, and you see her tying a headband over her, a cloth over her eyes. And I want to see. I've never played a Medusa before. This would be fun. She's just gonna attack the window. By the way, the other clients, well, I'm going to tell you something about the customers. Like more of them are showing up than running away. So, which is kind of weird, but she is going to, what's her best? Yeah, she'll get out her short sword and swing it at the glass. Oh yeah. And she shatters that like a mofo. And she will pop out next to you, use the rest of her movement to pop out next to you, and then she sort of like reaches, she can't see anything, so because she's got her eyes covered, so she holds out her hands for you, Baracus.
Yeah, and my character goes like, "Don't worry, dear. I'll get you by the hand. We'll get there together. Tell you when to open your eyes and attack those horrible monsters. We're gonna win this."
Okay, so yeah, basically, how like when someone who is sighted is helping someone blind walk without obstruction, that's basically what you're doing for her. But because I'm not going to penalize your movement at all for that. All right. Yeah, what happened with the initiative is I must have accidentally put into the formula. Oh yeah. I put in the score, but instead it keeps adding 23 because I was going to try to put Baracus in. It was dumb.
Oh, okay.
So,
Thought it might have
okay.
something to do with switching pages and Roll20 just being stupid.
No,
It is
if you
Roll20 just being stupid.
That is, well, yeah.
Yeah, that's also true. But if you can add a custom item where it says item label and then says e.g. round number divider, and then it says round calculation optional, and I keep mistaking that for the score that I'm supposed to put in that would show up here, but because that would make sense, right? But that's not how Roll20 works. So anyway, it's okay. Like I have to add it here and then add it physically in a different window, because if I add 5, like if you're 5th, it'll just add 5 to your score every single round. It's dumb. Anyway. All right. So that is your turn. I am yeah. So I think that's probably a good place to leave it. I think Felvar getting ready to open the door, Baracus and Silvari, ready to dash over if you want to take your full movement, or if there's anything else the two of you want to do next time. And also everyone else's characters, you can kind of place yourselves on the edge of the map here, I guess, where you're all coming back from your walk, right?
No, Mara had run off.
Oh, okay.
Finish
Oh
the
yeah,
race.
she was taking the long way around for some reason.
Right. Right. So
because none
Mara's-
of y'all told her what the fuck she was doing. So she's just like, and I'm running.
That's true. And Mara, hey, Kelsey, you are not metagaming in the least.
I am trying really hard not
You are
to.
doing an excellent job of not having a clue as to what's going on.
I try.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna give you inspiration tonight for playing so well, such a clueless character, and not. I'll give one to you too, Baracus, for like being so patient in the first part of the session. So an inspiration is also an excuse for me to use game mechanic. Inspiration is when it's not a fixed thing. Sometimes it's at the DM's discretion. We'll just call it that way. And inspiration allows you to. The way I interpret it, Have is, let's say you roll something in a clutch situation and you fail, like you miss it. You're like, I'm going to use my inspiration to re-roll it. Right. Or, if you're working, the way I say, if you're working against an enemy, you can use inspiration to make them re-roll it. So it's a way for you to it's basically like a reward for you to use in a clutch moment. If you come up with a good way to use your inspiration that isn't like I fly, which you can't do unless you have a spell of like 6th level or something. I won't do that. But if it's something like I want to re-roll this and give myself advantage, give myself another shot. All right. So
The thing is,
legit
it doesn't work like real life inspiration. Like
Yeah.
real life inspiration always catches you when you can act on it.
yes. Actually, there's a whole pool. You guys have like a whole.
I know. I was gonna
reserve,
say I
right?
could have legit
Yeah.
re-rolled that wisdom saving throw, so I wouldn't have been dominated. But I feel like it made for a better story.
It was fun.
Yeah.
It was. It was hey, this was this was good. Like I can't just like make it easy for y'all, right? Like the hags got to work their hag magic too. So
Which side of the map are we coming in on?
I assume that the race happened at that side, the
Okay.
east side of the map, and you were running toward the west because when she ran backwards, yeah.
Okay.
So, and we'll just leave it there. I am going to. I'm gonna have to reroll. Let's just start with fresh initiative next time too, and we'll get everybody in on a fresh initiative because that system was
Yep.
messed up and was only going to get more messed up going forward.
Don't want to see if it gets an integer overflow at any point.
Yes, it could be like like
My
negative.
initiative is E.
Yes, 1.09
Oh my god.
this was fun. I had no idea how this is going to work out, but the shit's hitting the fan now, so this will be fun. I guess that's Felvar and Perry and you guys are all coming back. So yeah, Sib, I think this is where I'm hinting at you that it's time for you to do your host thing about next week. Join us for the rest of the cliffhanger and the bloody battle to come.
Same bad time, same bad channel.
Yes. Join us next week, 1800 BST? BST? GMT?
BST, I think GMT would be 1 hour less, right?
No, it's GMT. BST is British
Yeah.
summertime.
Oh, do they switch between GMT and BST?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Got it.
Yeah, we're weird. And still have those bloody nationalist linguistic names. But hey. Yes, join us next Sunday. Same time, same place. See if we can finally
Kill some hags.
kill these hags.
Or if Delvar just fucking dies.
Wow,
That's
meeting could be taking over sooner than we thought.
like if you aren't shitting your pants that there's been like no direct challenges into that room, then you're smart.
Mhm.
Until then, this has been Tales from the Old Haunt, and we shall say goodnight. Say goodnight, party!
Good night.
Good morning,
Party.
party.
Buenas noches.
It's not night where I am.
How we do it.